And it's live. Here we go. Dr. Tyler Lemco is pumping the fist. We got Darren Henwood dancing to really distorted guitars. Wally Goodtimes has just woken up, and Katie was dancing in her chair. We saw it. She is now as quiet as a church mouse. Welcome, Battle Fanatics. This is BattleCOM. My name is Paul Ash, your moderator, and my co-moderator right across the screen on the other side of Tyler is Erica Taddeo. This is BattleCOM. It's the Geek War of comedy game shows where the three on the top and Tyler in the middle is going to be punching each other in the face with jokes for your votes and laughs. So, Erica, if you can bring up the banner to show people what they need to log into so they learn how to vote.
Yes. I was about to click on the wrong thing. Basically, here is what you want. It's a little small, but you can see it at the bottom of your screen. Go to s2e08.com and put in the event code BC28. Why? Because this is BattleCOM Season 2, Episode 8.
I liked how you went thumbless on that one.
I forgot what numbers were for just a brief moment in time, but I think I remember now, so we're good.
All right, we've got greetings from Denny Leger, greetings from the cat, and this is going out to all the cats out there. Just drop a hello. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know that you are there. And I'm going to just step a little back from my mic. I think, I am peaking like hell. Just a second. That's, I was checking everybody else's sound earlier, and I forgot to check my own. Is that sounding a little bit better?
Yes.
Tim Rowcliffe again is saying howdy. Welcome, Tim. Tim we'll be seeing on screen a little bit later because he has actually read one of our battlefields for everybody. So just to go through again, Wally Goodtimes is right above me. Beside him, with the mustache that is curled, it is Darren Henwood. Wally is from Wally Goodtimes. He also does the world's smallest online open mic. Darren Henwood is the host on hiatus currently of Canada. With Darren Henwood. I guess that's why they named it, because it has him.
He's Sean and Emily.
And Katie is a streamer, comedian, and cartoonist. You published was that your first cartoon you published this week?
Yeah, first webcomic ever. That was great.
Nice.
Thanks.
Sean Griffin is saying hello from DC. Happy birthday, Erica. DC, welcome to statehood almost. And Emily Slater is there as well. Dr. Tyler Lemco, the fantastic Tyler Lemco across all social media. Also, High with Ty is the podcast that he co-produces or produces.
Don't forget, noted internet millionaire.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Noted internet
I like
millionaire.
going by philanthropist Playboy, but that works.
So are we ready to get everything started? Battlers. Erica's ready.
Yeah.
So we are starting soon. Just a reminder, the s2e08.com event code BC28. Our battlers, Katie McKinney, Darren Henwood, Tyler Lemco, and Walter J. Lyng, our fantastic stage manager. We can't do this without Erica Taddeo. And that's me.
That's Paul. Everyone say hi to Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Hey. And Sean's rather surprised he's not the only doctor here tonight.
He's the only real doctor. It's real to me, damn it.
Tim Rowcliffe saying happy birthday, Miss Taddeo. So again, happy birthday, Erica.
Thank you. I don't know when I became an elementary school teacher, Tim, but I'll take it, I guess.
And Nihilus is saying evening. And Jason Hattrick. So is this how I comment? I'm not used to being on this side. And we got a hi Paul from Denny Leger the cat.
From the cat.
So this is the big hit for our battlefields tonight. So our battlefields, it was them
all the time? Oh, jinx. Stars and Stripes Forever, ... And whoa, that was amazing.
So that's the hints to our three battlefields tonight. Let's start off with our first Name the Mashup. The Name the Mashup, do you want to explain it to the audience members?
Sure.
Okay.
So, audience members, name the mashup. We are about to pull up an image, a picture, a photograph, a Photoshop, an art that mashes up two of your favorite pop culture properties. Basically, what we're going to need is a title for this mashup. So, as soon as you see the picture, I don't know, just start thinking of funny things, post your title ideas in the comments, and by the end of the round, we'll pick our favorite one. Is everyone okay? I feel like someone's lung might have just fallen out. Tyler, are you sure you're not a real doctor? Because we might need one.
No, he's fine. He's fine. He
That
does
was,
this
that,
all
was
the
a
time.
small, that was a small cough by my standards.
That's terrifying.
We got another happy birthday for Erica, and somehow there was a happy birthday in there for me.
Yay!
So our first mashup for the audience members, start thinking about it. We'll be asking for your answers a little bit later. Name the mashup. I wish I could find the name of the artist of this online. Fortunately, I could not, but that is our first Name the Mashup. And our first battler coming to the screen for... Oh, hold it. Wait.
Wait. What is our battle?
Thing that has to happen first, and that is for us to find out what the first battlefield officially is. And we have a special guest.
You may ask yourself, what am I looking at? This is a list of the evil machinations of a singular villain whose heinous acts have caused more pain and suffering than any other person in history. That person is Erica Taddeo. So, now I ask you, battlers, who's the most unexpected villain you can think of? Personally, I like to vote for Erica. Why? Because I am Erica Taddeo, mistress of disguise.
There we are, our first battlefield. Who is the most unexpected villain? And if you ever want to be reading one of the questions, one of the questions or the battlefields in the future, please make sure to message us at our Facebook page. Jeez fucking Christ, the bagged milk.
I got to read out one of the questions a few like last season, and you told me to keep it to like a tight 15 seconds. I felt that was like 3.5 minutes. Like what was that?
Is that Patton Oswalt?
I felt like a one-man stage play.
Well, see, Darren, I told you 15
Did you get
seconds.
Canadian funding for that project? Like that was enough. He could have applied for a grant or something just to get that shot.
As the new guy, I have a question. Does pandering to the moderator help? Because I don't have a pet, but I printed out these pictures of cats just in case.
That's good. You can save them for later, Tyler. I'm very proud of you.
There's a lot of cat owners in the audience, Tyler. I think you've already got some points.
There we go. Nathan Goldman is saying love is a battlefield. Karen Joy is Jesus H. Christ. A lot of religion in tonight. Christopher Vendito, but he went way over his time. And we
that red light.
Darren, we tell you 15 seconds. That way we can keep it around 3 minutes. That's what we've learned.
You know what? 100% fair. 100% fair.
All right, so our first battler on the screen tonight is going to be Darren Henwood with his choice of the most unexpected villain of Her Royal Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. And they'll be facing off against Walter J. Lyng with his choice of Tony the Tiger. This means for the positive round, where they get to be positive about their choice, for the first round, it is Walter J. Lyng.
All right. Okay. Yeah, Tony the Tiger, right? And like just a childhood icon, funny, cuddly dude, right? But you know they say you should watch out for like a wolf in sheep's clothing. You should probably also watch out for an actual tiger wearing a red bandana. That's it's like the red bandana doesn't make him any less of a tiger. And by that, he's blood too. Also, that means he's a blood, so you should watch out for that. And does he actually think Frosted Flakes are great? Or does he just want to fatten up all the kids of America so he could even more easily chase them down and maul them to death and eat them and take their bandanas?
Boom. Darren.
So Queen Elizabeth II, I mean, there's been some pretty famous bad queens throughout Disney, but this one, I mean, she wears like little pink hats and has corgi. She's a careful pet owner. We wouldn't expect her to be so evil. She also, like, when she was growing up, her name was Lilybet. Like, what a cute little name. You would think about like an evil like witch type of queen would grow up having had a name when she was younger called Lilybet. Oh, you're a little Lilybet. Yeah, she's a fucking princess killer. Princess Diana smeared along a tunnel wall in Paris because of this little Lilybet.
Vote. Let's see your votes. Just a reminder how to vote is go to slido.com. The event code is BC28. Was that the cops coming together? That sounded like a French police. There we go. Tony the Tiger.
All right.
Sean Griffin wanted to mention that with his 15 seconds, Darren still managed to bash both Jason Hattrick and managed to bash Jason Hattrick. Good times. Kayla Leon is saying positive Walter is uncanny. And Nathan Goldman, Walter, you're great.
Okay, YOU_RE is you, RYOUR is your.
Yeah, you're great.
I mean, if he doesn't know at this point, Darren, he's
what?
never gonna know. He's never gonna know if he doesn't know at this point. I've told him so many times at Grumpy's, you know, like.
Look at those votes coming in. Those votes are coming in fast and furious. If you're watching the show, please remember to hit the like button. Jason Hattrick, I'm not sure any British monarch counts as an unlikely villain, at least not in Africa.
Save it for the negative round. Oh, he's not on the show. Never mind.
So
Yeah, but
Queen,
still,
Queen
like,
Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth sat over the handing back of all of the African nations to their own republics. So probably not her of any of the former monarchs or current monarchs.
That's a lot of things that you know. I'm glad you did your research, Darren.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm from that country or something.
Or yeah, I was going to say, wow, they taught me a lot about her in
Yeah,
school.
but not the good part.
I am from the good part. I'm the one that from the part that doesn't like the monarchy.
Nobody really does, though.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Plus, have you seen any Canadian magazine every time there's a royal baby on
Yeah.
the way? Jesus Christ, you people go into it way harder than
Fair point.
All right. Wow. The votes have been coming in, but I think we are gonna have to call that in 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Beep.
Wow.
Beep. No points awarded. We are going on to the negative round. Darren Henwood, you get to go first, being negative about Tony the Tiger as the most unexpected villain.
I mean, I'm just happy that Tony got his own spin-off from the Tiger King, which if it's taught us anything is tigers are vicious animals. Like how this is an unexpected villain. Tiger's naturally a predator. Plus, he just told us he's in a fucking gang. He's a crypt up or blooded up tiger. Like he's got the power of Kellogg's behind him. He's all hopped up on sugar all the time. Like he is a very likely villain. I would. I mean. Like I don't under like of all of the I'm trying to think of other serial characters who are more deadly. I guess there's a vampire. He'd be the most likely of the villains, the serial villains. But Tony the Tiger must be like a close second.
Wally, good times.
My negative here is going to be a bit of a continuation of Jason Hattrick's point. Thanks for stepping on my bit there, but you know, just the whole point is that it's supposed to be an unlikely villain, and again, she's literally the queen of white people, and we know people are like, right?
Vote. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. Oh,
Sorry.
Where we go? Get your votes in. Jason Hattrick is saying he loves the beeps.
Everyone does.
Kayla de Leon is saying, I think the queen is evil as fuck.
Yeah, but obviously.
Hold it. We've got to make the point is we're not asking you to vote for who's right. We're asking you to vote for who's most entertaining, because we've learned from Fox News it's not about being right.
So we're aspiring to be Fox News now. Is that what's happening? Because I'm not on board with that. Like I'm bailing right now.
Are you saying Fox News is right? Because Fox News is right wing, but it's not correct.
No, it's not about being right. We're just learning from them so we can build a media empire and use it for good.
Like they do over at Fox News. Use it for good.
I don't think we're going to need a countdown on this one, guys.
Good.
I think we're pretty good to call this one.
Not everyone is voting. I'm seeing Chris Vendito says you got to show that willingly invites Walter on to be
Specifically to be negative. I love it.
Nathan Goldman, you want to read that one, Erica?
Sure. So Nathan is very angry. He is saying, "Are you really going to take time to point out my grammar while I spend my free time watching this? Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark, rhetorical question."
Nathan, how many times did you read that message before you sent it? I bet you read that message 3 times before you hit send. I bet you had to look up rhetorical as well. That silent H, that was going to get you.
All right, Sean Griffin is saying even true things once said on Fox News become false. And we're going to give that a short count. Erica.
3.
Really? You're going to give this a count?
2, 1. Beep. It's a short count. Chocula. Anyways.
Oh, nice callback.
There we are. So that one goes to Walter.
Boom.
So Walter has got the first point on the board. We're going to a free-for-all round. Darren, you get to go first on the free-for-all round.
I'm most angry at the Queen because she cost me the threesome that one time.
Oof.
when the night Princess Diana died, I was literally in a bedroom with 2 girls. I was 15 years old, and things were going really, really well. And we turned on the music to get some mood music, and it was the story about how Princess Diana had just died, which changed the entire mood of things immediately. And I immediately lost the opportunity of my first ever threesome. So it's really just me and my personal vendetta against my penis's personal vendetta against the Queen. And whose penis doesn't have a vendetta against the Queen? Let's be honest.
Elton John. The thing about Tony the Tiger,
you could have just left it at that and probably won the round. I don't know why you're carrying on. Just stop talking and shout vote.
Like honestly, like we could just throw it to a vote right now. Just guys.
I would do that.
If Walter wants to risk it, Walter can risk it.
Remember, you've still got to keep talking about Tony the Tiger as well in the next round.
So. I do have, but I have a great look. The thing about Tony, the Tiger. The thing about Tony is he's low key mocking poor children also at the same time. He's mocking like lower economically deficient kids because the whole thing. Oh, it's part of a complete breakfast. 90% of kids who have ever eaten Frosted Flakes, that's the whole breakfast. That parent, it's like it's the sugar, it's the flakes, it's the milk. Boom, whole meal. Here's your fucking breakfast, kid. And meanwhile, the kids are like, there's other kind of breakfast foods, like in the inner city and shit. While they're like moms that are like turning tricks in the fucking like back room of the apartment. Real fucking nice, Tony. Real fucking nice.
I would have just left it.
Yeah, you should have left it.
Yeah, but we just make up the rules.
All right,
as we go.
the voting is open. The voting is open.
Walter, it had to be said.
Oh, the horse race is on.
Yeah.
Is this?
It was Walter's to lose.
Is this Tim saying that I'm blaming the Queen or blaming Diana's death, and it was actually me who made the girls cry? Yeah.
He was talking about himself there, but if you want to project it upon yourself, go right ahead.
I bet you if I would have gone straight into the material, it would have been fine.
Look, someone had to say it.
Nathan Goldman saying it's spelled threesome, right?
Also, I should still get points for the Elton John line.
Sean Griffin is saying, be real brave, Walter. Real brave. Not saying that bravery is always the smart thing to do. And Christopher Vendito, he loves pulling defeat from the jaws of victory.
How poetic.
I wish somebody would pull the sandwich out of Chris's jaws.
Are you two still doing a cooking show together? All right, I think we're going to give that a count then, Erica.
All right, so 5. Get your votes in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep.
Still doing the countdown anyway, eh?
Every time.
You're the fucking supervillain.
Plus, the numbers on the screen just added up to 101% there. Did anyone else notice that?
Yeah, because it doesn't put the fractions in. So that goes to Darren. That means it's 1 point each.
Oh, we're still fucking going?
You're still going.
Yeah, there's one more free for all.
Okay, I tell you what, I got nothing.
Darren Henwood.
Don't.
Walter, this is why you should have just stopped after Elton John. You would have won that round.
Walter.
Okay, can I go?
This is yours to lose. Yeah, you get to go.
Yeah, I mean, like, just the ultimate thing with Tony the Tiger is the whole slogan. They're great, and they're not. They're not. Cornflakes were initially made for like people in sanitariums. Fucking Frosted Flakes are just sweeter, fucking crazy food, crazy people food. Frosted Flakes are far from being great. They're, like that's it. It's the easiest brand. It's also the easiest like junky breakfast cereal to make like a imitation brand of, like a generic brand. But whatever the cartoon Hitler Tiger says goes, I guess. Stop being sheeple. Which tiger eat? Take the red bandanas.
All right. Jason Hattrick is saying, Darren, you coward.
And on that note.
Oh, because I was joking that I had nothing. No, like all I'm going to say is like I feel like the Queen has looked like a gran for like 60 years. She looks like everybody's grandmother, well, everybody White's grandmother, and I like the only thing that I think the Queen has going against her is I think that Dolores Umbridge was actually based on her. Like Dolores Umbridge, like that old woman with like the little pink coat and the pink hat and stuff. This unsuspecting villain. That's the only thing I'm doing an M&M. I'm doing an 8 Mile. I'm getting that out there so that someone else doesn't bring that up potentially later on and throw Dolores Umbridge in my face.
Vote. The voting is open.
Wait, so you get to say, so Darren got to do the I have nothing and an actual answer?
That was just a joke because I was
Is that the joke?
I've got
Is that
nothing.
the bit?
I was seeing if we could get a premature end to this like never-ending first round.
Well, the thing is, if this one goes to a tie, the person who gets to choose the winner is Erica Taddeo.
Crap.
So start kissing up now.
Happy birthday, Erica! If I haven't already wished you that before, I just wanted to say okay.
Oh, those votes are staying tied. Oh.
Did any of you guys happen to print any pictures of cats? Because I thought that would help.
Come on.
I have a live cat around here somewhere, but
There's a few. There's a few from the movie that
no
are unsettling.
Oh no! Unsubscribe.
For completely unrelated reasons, I did recently ask to get baby photos sent from my parents to me of myself. Look at that little. This guy ate a lot of frosted flakes.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Chunker.
All right. You were pretty cute. I specifically requested no human babies, but okay.
You look stoned in that a little bit.
All right. Just a quick
it was the
reminder.
80s.
I see more people are joining us. So the way you vote is you go to slido.com and the event code is BC28. So slido.com. Don't go slido.com/BC28. Just go to slido.com. It will ask for the event code and you type in BC28. And Erica, you ready for the long count? We just changed leaderboards on this.
Let's do it. Walter just pulled into the lead, so everyone get your votes in. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What the fuck?
Oh!
Yo.
What do we do about that, Paul?
Fuck that. Yeah.
I didn't close it quick enough. That has that it's either
No,
you're gonna have to choose or Walter wins.
Wait.
Fuck. Listen to that sentence. Listen to that sentence.
That's a terrible sentence.
Walter has won. We have to acknowledge that there is a lag going out, so people who are watching us are a couple seconds behind.
The fix was in, brother.
So technically, Walter won on the screen, but Erica, if you want to change that just because, then feel free. Terrible. Well played, Walter. That was
come in. Nathan Goldman saying that Derek isn't quite human.
That was epic first. That was an epic opener.
I'm so surprised that with the Elton John comment, no one had said penis in the wind. Jason Hattrick, surprised baby Darren wasn't wearing tiny suspenders.
Aww.
They were just disappeared on the rolls of fat.
Sort of like how mine are right now, right, Darren? I'm somehow disappointed that Darren's baby photo.
Why are you putting fat-shaming words in my mouth of other people?
And Nathan Goldman, choose or Walter wins. Walter has won that first round, so we now get to see who he is facing off against with our next round.
I'm super excited to see where he goes with Tony the Tiger after 17 rounds. If I'm just talking about Tony the Tiger, what is left? Like, he's been frantically looking up his Wikipedia page of Tony the Tiger.
There we are. Oops.
Are we ready?
We are ready. Oh, I'll bring it up. It's Tyler Lemco, his choice of Iron Man as the most unexpected villain, facing off against Katie McKinney with her choice of Yoda. So here we go. Katie McKinney, you get to go first. On your positive round, positive about your choice.
So one of the reasons I think that Yoda is such an unexpected villain comes from the idea behind this quote of the only thing necessary for good men, for the triumph of evil, is for good men to do nothing. So evil's triumphed, the Empire's won, they control the Senate, they're building a fucking death ray. And what does Yoda decide to do? He goes camping for 25 years. Alderaan blows up. What's Yoda been doing? He built a fucking mud hut. Like, imagine if there was a worldwide crisis and you alone had the power to make a huge difference, and then you just spent all of your weekends playing golf, you know? Imagine how funny that would be.
Tyler, your positive round. Jason Hattrick said, hey, heckling is more fun than I thought. He gets it now.
All right. So you may think that Iron Man's a superhero, right? But he's actually a villain. Why? Well, show me a billionaire who's a good guy. You know, billionaires shouldn't even exist. It's literally bad for the world. Anybody that passes $100 million should just get capped right there, and you get a laminated certificate that says, I won capitalism, and that's it. A good billionaire is like a good Zoom stand-up comedy show. I just have a hard time believing it exists.
Vote.
Vote. Let's see your votes. There it is. We also, Sean Griffin wants to clarify, I think it was called a Death Star.
I know.
And Jason is saying, awkward timing, Paul. That's when it came in.
It kind of was.
Yeah.
Nathan Goldman has said, Yoda had it right. All right. Nathan is all for the first order.
All right, y'all keep getting your votes in. So go to Slido.com. If you haven't logged in already, Slido.com, put in the event code BC28. And you can vote for either Tyler or Katie, depending on who you thought was most entertaining. Even
Just
if you
remember,
don't think they're right.
Sean Griffin, a vote for Katie is a vote for Jason, so you have to vote for Tyler. That's the rule.
Legally, we own like half of each other's votes, so I don't really feel like doing the math on that, but... Yeah.
Well, Denny Leger, who is trying to make us think he's a cat, has actually gone full Yoda on us. As suspenseful this is.
That's pretty good, Paul.
Nice.
Whenever I try to do a Yoda impression, Jason just goes, "It's 3 in the fucking morning. Can you shut up, please?"
That should have been your positive round. I think we can give this a short count. Eric.
All right. So 3, 2, 1, beep. And that goes to Tyler. Congratulations, Tyler. Now we are going to move on to the negative round. So Paul, who goes first in the negative round?
Well, Tyler won that, so that means Katie goes first in the negative round. So she gets to be negative about Tyler's choice, Iron Man, as the most unexpected villain. There's a double negative in there, which makes it a bit more difficult.
So I think that part of what's confusing me about Iron Man isn't he a superhero? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm just a girl, so I'm not super good with comic books. But like, I was pretty sure Iron Man was a superhero, not a supervillain. So I'm just not buying it. I'm sorry. Buying it even less than I buy your PhD.
All right, so Yoda as a villain, insane. First of all, he's so smart. He's so much smarter than us. For us to judge his decision making is just foolish because he knows more. He has more wisdom than all of us. It's just typical human behavior, thinking that we know best. When this, I haven't seen Star Wars in years, but these several 1,000-year-old creature probably knows better than we do. It's, I don't walk around claiming to be like a lawyer or a doctor or anything. He's also so cute. He's just so gosh darn cute. It's like Shrek had a baby with Danny DeVito, and I love him.
You're not voting for who's
cute
right.
To you? This is not cute, my dude.
That's very cute.
You're to vote for who's most entertaining. Remember not to rebut after
holder?
a person's round. Nathan Goldman is asking if participants are able to vote as well. Unfortunately, they shouldn't have extra windows open. Christopher Vendito is saying facts aren't jokes. I'm not sure which one he's nailing that one on.
Probably me.
But that is true.
That's fair.
Facts aren't jokes.
Facts aren't jokes. That is a
Christmas
classic BattleCOM staple belief. It is a doctrine of BattleCOM. I don't know what to call it. English is not my first language, you guys.
I've always called it bullshit.
But comic books are. Erica Taddeo is a huge comic book fan.
I do okay. So yeah, facts aren't jokes. Basically, if at any point you see or hear one of our battlers saying something that's like true, but doesn't really, get to a punchline, feel free to call them out for facts aren't jokes. If we were together in person, someone in the audience would get to yell it out.
I hate it so much.
So definitely do it to Walter and only to Walter, please.
It's the worst thing.
Okay,
It's
Katie McKinney is making a climb back up the ladder, but it's a deep, deep hole.
Yeah, I don't think you need a long count for this.
All right.
All right, keep getting your Katie votes in.
No, let's end it
now.
Fuck, where did my dog go?
Sean Griffin
that could have gotten me extra votes.
I mean, we could leave it open a couple more seconds and then just ask Eric to pick a winner.
Sean Griffin is
Holy shit!
too much fact, not enough funny.
That's
okay.
That is just a longer way of saying facts aren't jokes, but we like it. And Sean knows. Sean has given us a couple facts aren't jokes in his day.
Sean needed to personally put a knife between my ribs, so it's fine, Sean.
So let's give this the long count. Let's give it the full count, Erica.
All right. So counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A beep.
And now you decide who wins.
Tyler is the winner because I've actually stopped it in time. Tyler has won that round.
So Tyler has won both the positive and negative.
Yeah, I don't think he won so much as he massacred me, honestly.
So before
like a bunch
Tyler
of old Iranians
Walter...
being shot by a death ray.
Like Yoda slurping up all those eggs.
So have anyone thought about our mashup? We've got Peter Papadopoulos is saying yes. Or Walter, facts aren't jokes, bud. All right. I missed a couple of these. Peter Papadopoulos is here for the 3, 2, 1 beep. There we are. That's what the
where are these comments being made, by the way? Where is this happening?
On Facebook. Do you see the little Facebook logo that
Peter
Facebook?
Papadopoulos is
Yeah, but like on like just like on the event page, or
like people who are watching on the actual broadcast of
I see
of the show. Walter.
And for example, Sean Griffin is making his comments on YouTube. And Tim Rocliffe, again, is making his comments on Twitch. And if anyone wants to chime in from watching on Twitter, they can. And the options for unexpected villains in this topic has been very diverse. So we're going to go to the audience choice, the audience game of Name That Mashup, while I get the voting set up for the final round. Erica.
All right. So you might remember this was our mashup. I don't think we've gotten any titles yet. So send in your titles. What would you call this pop culture mashup? By the way, just want to call out, thanks, Chris Vendito, for saying that he appreciates the pause in the game to explain to Walter how the internet works. Walter, if you need any more explanation, please, don't worry. Feel free to, I don't know, send me a carrier pigeon. we'll figure out what technologies you understand.
I love Vin Diesel's shade just at Walter as well. He's not even attacking anybody else, just throwing shades just at Walter. It's great. Keep it coming, Chris. We love it.
It's great. We do love it. For everyone else who is watching and doesn't feel like roasting Walter, at least not right now, feel free to look at the image on your screen and send us a title for it. So mash it up any way you want. Send it to us. When this round is over, we will pick a winner.
You guys want to know a personal story about Chris Vendito?
Not right now.
No.
So here's one title suggestion that just came in from Tim Rowcliffe. Stranger Nuts. Try and top that, everybody.
Stranger Nuts.
And,
I mean, I feel like they could be easily topped. I should hope.
I mean, really? If you can top Stranger Nuts, let me know. All right. Oh, that is not what I wanted to click on. This is what I wanted to click on. Look, it's everybody's faces. What's up? How are we feeling about the final round? Paul, can I throw our two battlers into it?
Our two battlers being Walter and Tyler.
And who goes first?
It would be Walter because Tyler just battled.
Yes, I knew that. The rules of BattleCOM are extremely clear to me. Anyways, the final battle. We're going into the positive round. Walter, you once again will be positive about your choice of Tony the Tiger.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So like Tony the Tiger, and the thing is, you watch Tiger King. Tiger King came up before, and it's like, oh, the tigers are the victims, and the tigers are the tigers are the problem. You wouldn't have these like rednecks like smoking meth and shit if it weren't for these like beautiful tigers, and that's what people, they go crazy for their exotic nature, and they're like, oh, we'll put the fucking exotic beautiful tiger on the box, and people forget that it's like diabetes like in a Kellogg's box. We're just gonna mask it all with the exotic, and they're extinct, they're rare beautiful creatures on the verge of extinction. Yeah, but they're hyping massive, diabetes, and they have no health care either. So, and he knows that.
All right, Walter getting hit with a facts aren't jokes.
I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking run Chris Vendito over with my car for bringing.
It wasn't Vendito.
This was actually from
He brought it up.
Goldman.
Walter was just saying
watching
that.
BattleCOM, and he's already just pulling out all the facts aren't jokes.
Walter was just saying that separately. He's also going to hit Chris Vendito with his car.
Oh, thanks, Tyler. Anyways, feel free to start being positive about your choice of Iron Man.
Look, I'm not an Iron Man. I'm just Iron Man. Now let me handle my Iron Man. You want to know how I know Iron Man's a villain? He literally doesn't have a heart. It's the same origin story as the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And they both have their own private tower filled with weird Rube Goldberg machines. Would you guys be okay if Elon Musk just started beating people up in his off hours? Or if Jeff Bezos was just like, fuck it, I'm the law now? No, of course not. Every time you ran a stop sign, the CEO of Amazon would just swoop in and punch you in the throat. It sounds terrible. At least the delivery would be free, though. And people don't fly because they want to do good. People fly because they want to fuck around in the sky, and that's it. Also, his suit is made of gold titanium alloy, not even iron, so he's a liar.
So the most unexpected villain, those were the arguments. Tyler Lemco with Iron Man, Walter Lyng with Tony the Tiger. Christopher Vendito, for some reason, was saying Cleveland, Ohio.
Classic Chris.
Peter Papadopoulos is I'm mesmerized by Darren's epic mustache.
Who isn't?
Kayla De Leon, tigers are a gateway drug. And Sean Griffin, I'm pretty sure Southern meth heads exist independently of tigers.
Nope. This is a fucking real thing. It is a causal relationship between tigers and meth abuse.
And Christopher, make sure to ask Catherine if you can take the car.
Oh, snap.
How does Chris get points? Can we make Chris the winner of this round?
So to get your votes in, go to slido.com.
Yeah, he's got to win something
is
eventually,
hashtag BC28. It's a Kayla De Leon, try hard. Daniel J mashup title. It's Strange Thing, Charlie Brown.
Nice.
And Nathan Goldman is it's steel cage match time, Walter. And I think we can give that a count.
All right. So
I
counting
think
down.
people enjoy roasting a bit more than actually voting.
That's okay. We already know that people hate voting. Look at what happened in the US 5 years ago. Anyway, counting down from 3, 2, 1, a beep. And that
Tyler.
one goes to Tyler. Congratulations, you won the positive round, which means that Walter, you're going to be going first in the negative round.
Would I like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk to start punching people after they're off the clock and stopping crime? Absolutely, I would. Please make that happen. Okay, we're gonna shit on. I think we're gonna shit on the billionaires because they're billionaires. These guys, they know what they're doing. They're gonna colonize Mars. And Iron Man was gonna do that too. That was his next move if the Thanos deal didn't happen. But he was a racist and an alcoholic. He's an alcoholic racist, and I'm pretty sure he did have a heart. But the thing is, he's not so again, and he was a white alcoholic racist. He was already a bad guy. He was only a good guy by choice, by happenstance. He was this again. He's the Queen thing, but on an armored superhero level.
Tyler, it's your chance to be negative about Tony the Tiger.
I had 3 jokes written about Tony the Tiger being a bad guy, and then I burnt them all on fucking Darren. I just want to say.
I told you.
We always suggest write 6 jokes.
No, you said 3.
Look, I don't think Tony the Tiger's a villain. I don't like judging people based on their profession or what they do for their income, Times are tough. People got to do what they got to do. This guy's got work right now. Who are we to judge? Sure, he's peddling sugary cereal to children, but he's also sponsoring sports teams and he's doing public appearances. I don't think this guy's a villain. He's just working his job, and that's all.
Vote! So, Walter Lyng being negative about Iron Man as the most unexpected villain. Tyler Lemco being negative about Tony the Tiger being the most unexpected villain. Get your votes in now.
But it's interesting because you have to argue that why they're not a villain, so you got to be positive in the negative round.
Exactly. It's a double negative.
And in the free-for-all round, you have to be triple negative. Just kidding, you don't.
Yeah, just in case we're going to a free-for-all round, just to reference what a free-for-all round is, you can be positive, use your pre-written stuff, negative, which is a little bit of improv, or just be entertaining, or a roast attack upon your opponent. So the votes came in fairly quickly, though it's still only half the people watching are voting.
Okay, can we make it so that Walter has to do another 3 rounds about Tony the Tiger? I think that would be the best for everybody.
We most definitely can.
Well, not 3, but at least 1 more.
All right.
And
are we looking, Paul?
Only half a little more than half the people watching have voted.
All right,
but
keep
we're going to have to
guys.
go with that at this point. So just remember, you can prep to be voted by going to slido.com, and the event code is BC28. So slido.com, BC28. But we're going to count this one down. Give it a long count.
All right, 5.
Let's go, people.
4. Get your votes in. 3, 2, 1. Beep.
Too close to call.
No.
Right on the beep. Right on the beep.
Someone's
Too close to
fucking
call.
It was right after the beep. I don't know.
I think it was Tyler. I think Tyler tried to just log on to Slido really
Absolutely
slyly.
not surprised.
There is the thing is it's there's a delay, so when the people are voting, it still they probably are just hearing the beginning of the countdown before it goes out. So that has been no points awarded. Tyler is in the lead. We are into a free-for-all round, but Wally did go first the last time. So Tyler, you get to go first this time. No, you went first last.
Paul,
Wait,
can I ask a
right?
quick question? Just a quick
Yes.
rules question. Does that mean if Walter wins this round, there's another round after this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just putting that out there for everybody that if we get Walter to win this round, he has to do another round on Tony the Tiger. Just as an FYI.
All right. Darren is the Carol Baskins of BattleCOM.
No one understood what you meant there, but carry on.
Yeah. So who went first the last time?
That would have been Walter.
All right. So Tyler goes first on this round.
All right, so not only is Tony Stark a dirty, scummy billionaire, but he's the worst kind of dirty, scummy billionaire because his dad was rich and he just took over his dad's company. Have you seen the first Iron Man movie? It's basically a glorified Billy Madison. And look, it was just a small loan of several $1 billion, and look, he's a success story. And the whole concept of Iron Man is just a rich guy with daddy issues taking it out on the world instead of going to therapy. Defund the Avengers.
You took a risk. You got a laugh there, and then you just kept on. Now Walter is trying to lose this round, I think.
Am I trying to lose the round so I don't? I'll tell you, they think fucking. Not only is Tony the Tiger a villain, he is a cartoon villain. And if like Roger Rabbit, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, has taught us anything, it's that the cartoon villains are way worse than regular villains. Like he's pretending like he's good at sports. Like anybody who eats that much Frosted Flakes, they type 4 diabetes and dead already. And he's pretending to be a doctor. It's not fucking real energy. That's cartoon energy. It's evil, maniacal cartoon energy, and he's out there like slaughtering all the other like breakfast mascots and shit, like the Lucky Charms. Like he's like, he found a pot of gold, he bashed him over the skull with him, and now he's like eating him in the fucking Serengeti or something. He's a fucking tiger. Is that where tigers live? Fuck this.
There we go. With a good fuck this dropping of the mic. The voting is open.
Get your votes in, everyone. This is a good round. So,
is in your logic, are all cartoons evil?
No. We established that he's evil, and I'm saying not only is he evil, but he's a cartoon evil.
Which is the worst kind.
The worst kind. Yo, Judge Doom and shit.
It's the dip. Christopher Vendito is letting me know for sure that he is. The mashup title is Cleveland, Ohio. He's definitely voting. Sean Griffin is, say what you would like about voting in 2016. Comics had their work cut out for them. I don't think it was worth the cost. Billionaires being smart. Sounds like a fact. Nathan, no, they're lucky.
Yeah, Nathan knows about as much about being a billionaire as he knows about being a millionaire, which is nothing.
As much as Tyler knows about being a doctor.
Yeah.
All right, Sean Griffin is saying Darren's metagaming like a pro. Another mashup title. It's the Great Mind Flayer, Charlie Brown. I think saying the Balrog would have been a little bit more on point. And Nathan Goldman.
Good for you, Nathan. Good for you, buddy.
Yes,
Look at you,
it
Sam.
is.
good job, Nathan.
Distinguishing between reality and fiction again. Good job.
Jason Hattrick saying he's voting for Tyler just because I want to see him grab the belt off the wall and hold it over his head.
You know, I first met Nathan Goldman through the Make-A-Wish program. Did you know that?
Is that what they're calling Andrew's Pub these days?
Yeah.
We are looking at.
You got the fucking title out already? You think you got the fix is in, brother? You got the title already.
Let's give it the countdown, Erica.
All right, so from 5, 4, 3,
Get your votes.
2, get your votes in, 1, beep. And that goes to Tyler.
There we
So
are.
congratulations,
Thank God.
Tyler.
Is that the longest first round in like BattleCOM history? I feel like it's 10 o'clock already.
It is.
Time isn't real.
All right, let's get over into that matchup. So, battlers, do you have you decided on what name that you which of the ones suggested
All right,
you think is the proper?
Here's a fun one from Emily saying, Doctor Who? I've never seen Stranger Things. I like it. Very clear.
So I think
Reminder?
it could be called Tales from the Upside Brown, but then it sounds like a porno as well.
Oh,
like it.
yes, it does.
Yeah.
What a stranger nuts, to be honest.
No, that sounds like a medical condition.
It also sounds like something I would not want to have in my hand. Also, it's a strange thing, Charlie Brown. I think that's kind of cute. Our friend Jason pulled up psychiatry. Can't we just play D&D? I don't know if my delivery on that was good. You guys tell me. Cleveland, Ohio, and it's the Great Mind Player, Charlie Brown. So comics, get your votes in now.
Comics.
So which one do you prefer? Nathan Goldman is saying, "I'm so happy to be here," and the mashup name. So it is 11 or 5 cents. I think that's a quote the mashup, but
11 is in. Isn't that the name of those movies you showed me, Paul? Hey.
hello.
Whoa, what?
You know what? I'm still reeling. Why did no one? Walter was saying that Tony the Tiger was getting meth heads to lose their teeth because of all the sugar they were eating. I'm pretty sure that's not why they were losing their teeth, Walter. So,
Yo, man, it's a causal relationship.
all right, we're going on for the second round. Getting ready for the second round. First, we're going to do the mashup for the next mashup for the audience to chime in on. Doctor Who got mentioned a little earlier.
Doctor Who and the Star Treks.
Like, what's this like?
Yeah, well, that's for the audience members to vote in, suggest them. And now it is for Battlefield 2. Battlefield 2 is who is the most patriotic U.S. hero? Has everybody seen Captain America: The Winter Soldier yet?
The movie that came out 5 years ago? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't,
the TV series. No, The Winter Soldier was the movie.
Do you mean
Falcon and the?
You mean the Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Oh, you didn't watch the end credits then? Okay.
Well, you just spoiled the end of the
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That came out days ago. That's fucked.
Jeez, Paul. Paul's the real villain.
Yes.
Excellent.
He might be.
All right. So our first battlers coming to the screen. It's going to be Katie McKinney with her choice of Iron Man.
Didn't even have to buy more clip art, did you?
Nope. Exactly. saving the budget here. Facing off against Darren Henwood with his choice of Bernie Sanders.
Yes.
Remember, it's not about being right. It's about being entertaining. And let's go. Let's try to make up a little bit of time. Katie McKinney, you go first.
Oh,
no, Darren Henwood goes first.
Yeah, the person that's second on the screen, Paul, goes first. Your rules. I'd really only chose this line so I could say some heroes, not all heroes wear capes, some wear mittens. And literally, that's the only thing I wrote down about Bernie Sanders and being a hero. Everything else I've got is just facts. And then I forgot to write those facts into jokes. So, yeah, I mean, he's very patriotic because, you know, he's been arrested. He got arrested for marching on Washington on the day that Martin Luther King gave his speech, and arrested Development, Will Arnett, Will Smith, and Independence Day, and he's the longest running independent in history. So there you go. It's a big full circle. Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, I followed all of that because that made a lot of sense. So, honestly, one of the things that I think makes Iron Man the most patriotic hero, keeping it short and sweet, is the fact that he's an alcoholic. It clearly ties into the American value of life, liberty, and the pursuit of whatever stimulus makes me forget about the capitalistic hellscape that America is. I am from America. If any American you know tells you that they're not addicted to at least one stimulant, they're fucking lying.
Vote.
So get your votes in.
And apparently I'll be keeping my arm like this for the rest of the night because if I move, I stop being able to hear everyone. So that's fun.
Thank God Jason
built
set
this
that sound up
PC.
for you.
Jason built this gaming PC, and he should be very proud. And I'm gonna have a divorce after that.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Come on. That title had been leaked ages ago. I'm just gonna say.
I mean, it wasn't like I thought that that's just what happened at the end of Endgame. So when people were like, "Ooh, this thing happens," I was like, "You mean the thing that happened in the movie and in the comics?" But thanks a lot, Paul. You just like.
All right, Benjamin Zitzer is going USA.
No.
As I change the subject.
No, don't. No.
Sean Griffin is saying, "I'm not addicted. I can stop whenever I want." They might kick you out if that's the case.
That's what I say too.
Tim Rowcliffe again. Oh, it's bigger on the inside. That's a little wrong.
That's a pretty good one. But if Paul says it's a little wrong, then you know it's a very wrong. Paul, I'm allowed to say that because I'm a cleaner comic than you.
All right, the voting has been a very strong.
Keep voting.
It doesn't catch fire ever, but it is really fucking loud to the point where this is my office right now until we move. So sometimes I'll be in a meeting and someone will be like, "Oh, your neighbor's mowing the lawn." And I'll be like, "Yeah, it's totally not because Jason's playing Hitman 3 feet from me." Graphics all the way up.
Emily Slater is complaining that Sean's not even an American.
Isn't her name Slatter? Is that how you pronounce it with 2 T's? Sean, is it Slatter or Slater? Please type that and make it understandable.
Darren, why wouldn't you just ask Emily directly? I don't know, guys.
Emily can answer and defend herself. She hasn't said anything, so maybe it's right.
Or it could be the 3-second delay going out. So I think we're going to have to call that one. Erica, you want to give it the long count for those last few minutes?
Sure.
So Darren Henwood asked an either-or question, and we got the response, yes.
I'll take it. So counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, a beep.
There we go. Katie has pulled that one out.
Fuck.
Congratulations, Katie. All right, guys. We are our battlers, Franz.
We're going on to the negative round.
And Darren, you will be going first in the negative round.
Oh, I thought I just went first. Who's this? Oh yeah, Iron Man. Like, I can't believe you think alcoholism is a USA patriotic trait. We fucking invented that shit. Like, how dare you question the patriotism or try and upend and steal the patriotism of my country, stealing other people's patriotism. That's our shit as well. You can't even fucking get away with that. No, so all the things that Dr. Tyler Lemco said about him being like a bad guy, unfortunately, all point to it being a kind of like a good patriot for the United States, because they are all wannabe billionaire people that could punch people in the throat. But no, I don't necessarily think that Iron Man is a particularly patriotic person. Didn't he vote against Captain America? He was trying to fight the actual Captain America, who technically would be the most patriotic, and didn't believe in what he was trying to do, which was stick up for the United States. He seems not particularly patriotic, in my opinion.
All right, Katie.
I mean, honestly, the thing about Bernie Sanders is his whole thing is that he's trying to get rid of the American dream, because the American dream is just about old white men getting to decide everything, which fucking sucks if you don't fit into those categories. And I only fit 1 out of those 3. So, sucks. Also, it would be nice if we could have a candidate who could stay awake through the inauguration of a president. I love Bernie, but he was falling asleep.
For Sleepy Joe, it's paying him homage.
Remember not to rebut, and the voting is open.
Get your votes in. Also, once you have voted, don't forget our mashup. Feel free to send in your titles for the mashup. And don't forget to like and subscribe. YouTube.
Oh, those votes came in simultaneously.
Ooh.
I feel like I'm just getting like the world's worst cock tease because we were even for a second and then down a little, and then even for a second and then down a little, and then down a lot. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm getting edged, and I'm not like, oh, and I just went down for that. Horrible experience.
Go on.
No, that's my other stream.
No, you're just getting denied.
Honey.
They're just getting denied.
So that's okay.
It's a softie. Oh,
Sorry, what?
I don't want to know.
Excuse me?
I don't want to know either.
Oh,
I think Darren was just sexually harassed, but
I wish.
Wait, was I?
What?
How did
No,
I
I
miss
woke
that?
up with Darren in bed one morning after a Halloween party.
That's 100% true.
and there's photos that exist.
I was dressed in a cow costume and with a priest collar on because I went as a holy cow.
Yeah.
I've done that where I glued a bunch of nickels to the back of a T-shirt, and I was Nickelback.
Nice.
oh, that's good.
Remember that one time you went as a doctor
every day, bud.
for an entire quiz show?
Remember that
Yeah,
one
some of
time
the-
you super glued a mustache to your face and then it never came off again?
Still paying for that, honestly.
I can't believe no one's thinking about saving these for the free-for-all rounds.
We won't need a free-for-all round if the audience votes real fast.
And I think we're going to have to call that one.
All right, so from 5, 4, 3, 2.
Now Darren gets to do another one.
Can I say 1? Beep. All right, so that one goes to Darren. So we are moving on to a free-for-all round.
So the performers get to be positive, negative, just be entertaining, or a roast attack, non-physical upon their opponent.
And Katie, you're going first.
Honestly, I'm going with the option that was unsaid by Paul there, which is just be entertaining. And I'm going to entertain you all for a quick fact about this. Fact, I sent in my 3 answers, and my last one, Paul was like, oh, that's too similar to someone else's. Don't use that. Don't use that. So I didn't. And then he let me have Iron Man, knowing damn well it was going to be covered in the first round. And half the jokes I wrote just went the second Dr. Lemco went.
It's a shoot.
So I don't know if you're entertained by my plight. If you're like me and you like to watch YouTube videos of people falling over and like making fools of themselves, that's what you got to watch me do. So, yay!
You realize that you still won the first round between us? What the fuck does that say about me? Like, it's just all my jokes went up in smoke and I couldn't do anything, and then she fucking dominated round 1. So great, thanks for that, beating a man while he's down. Edging a man while he's down. That's that was my whole
edging a man
entertainment
while
round.
he's down is also the other stream, Darren.
Just remember not to rebut after the turn is over.
My
Voting
apologies.
is open.
I
So
wonder how Jason Hattrick feels about his wife talking about edging and stuff on the show, because I don't know if he's that kind of sexually like forward on these shows. This is great.
You've always wanted to know about Jason's sex life, huh? Well,
100%.
want to know.
I've always known Jason to be a pretty edgy guy, you know.
Nathan Goldman is saying that was a fun Halloween. Also a fact. That
Were you
was the
there,
night that
Nathan?
Darren
Oh,
tried to
shit.
pick a fight with Theo Radomski, and Theo
Yeah, I
knocked
think
him
so.
on his
Yeah,
ass.
also. Yeah,
What?
actually, yeah. All these things happen.
What did
What
Theo
did-
do to Darren?
Yeah, this is a good question.
What did you?
Dude, I wrestled with Theo that night too. There was like we were wrestling in somebody's living room. I forget who.
Talking about wrestling, Marquise, Darren is performing again, just with a new performance name.
And this links to wrestling. How exactly?
Marquise.
It's the only time that I had to say, Darren, stop hitting the drag queen.
I remember Marquise.
Yeah, Marquise is now performing under the name Felicia Rain.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I've watched all our videos online. We're still friends.
Oh yeah, no, I
You
didn't
know-
say you weren't.
You know what my drag name is?
What's that, Tyler?
Finesse Anaya.
I feel like it was just a knock joke happened between those two.
All right, audience
We have
members.
become Hollywood Squares. Well, we should probably give this a countdown.
So from
We don't need the countdown, I don't think.
I want to be Bruce Valanche.
So if people want to vote, it's slido.com. The event code is BC28.
all right, Also, since my countdown just got interrupted, congratulations, Katie. Katie is going to move on to the final battle, and we can go on to our next two competitors. Paul, who is that going to be?
As soon as I bring it back up, there we are. Our next two competitors, it's Walter J. Lyng with his choice of Count Chocula versus Tyler Lemco with John. Hold it, that's McCain, not McLean. Sorry.
Oh, jeez. Wait. What?
You had that build already made. That wasn't a real joke. That was like a pre-built joke. Boo. Boo to that.
Acting.
Jeez.
Dear Lord.
Actually, when I first received Tyler's choices, I said yes, okay, because I thought it was John McClane, and then when I was reading it later, I realized, oh shit, no, it's John McCain.
And you didn't put him against Bernie Sanders? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
I make sure this is Tyler's very first BattleCOM, so I wanted to make sure that he had the choicest spot to see most of the show before he actually got to go. But he's proven to be a tough customer, so he's going first now on the positive round. So positive about your choice of John McCain.
The most patriotic hero of all time is John McCain. Did you know that he was tortured as a prisoner of war for 5 years? What's more patriotic than torture and war? John McCain lost the 2008 presidential election to Barack Obama on purpose. I once saw John McCain eat a whole machine gun. John McCain chiseled his own face into Mount Rushmore with his bare hands. John McCain, God rest his soul, owned 3 McDonald's franchises, 8 car dealerships, and 2 ICE detainment centers, and he never ate a vegetable once. A hero to John McCain.
All right, Kayla De Leon fell face first into her keyboard.
Walter, you may speak.
It's my turn. Go now.
Yes, yeah, it's a positive round. That's why you're in the big window.
Well, I just think he's, the Count Chocula is like, how is he the most patriotic American hero? And the thing is, a simple fact is, like most proud patriots these days, he sucks. Thank you. Vampire joke. It's a vampire joke. Get it? Like, because people don't like American patriots. They suck. He sucked. They suck. They suck.
Voting is open.
I'll give you a list. I really believe that one. Sucks. Yeah,
get your votes and go to slido.com and it's hashtag BC28.
He sucks.
Just a reminder, please hit like on the video. And we have a new YouTube channel, so hit subscribe.
Look up BattleCOM TV on YouTube if you're not watching us on YouTube. Look us up, subscribe. We want that,
we don't
vanity URL.
We don't have that vanity URL yet, so yeah, look for BattleCOM on
That's
YouTube.
why I said, look for us. Type it into the search bar. If you don't know how to use the internet, Walter will teach
All right,
you.
we're going to give this probably a short count.
I can't. Oh, wait, we need to actually see the votes on screen. Let me. Here we go. All right, so short count 3.
I have a feeling that Tyler just looked up a bunch of like Chuck Norris memes and substituted the name
right?
Chuck Norris for John McCain.
I took that format, but I wrote the jokes.
Beep. Tyler wins this round.
Seems very defensive to me.
We have tied it up. It is now Walter. You go first.
No, that was the positive round. So
that was the positive round.
Yes, this is the negative round.
Yes. Oh.
So Walter will be going first. Negative against.
Brother, I love John McCain, like the brother. But at the end of the day, he is soft AF, bros. He couldn't get himself over, and he was a fucking POW. And could he not get himself over? They saddled him with fucking Sarah Palin, and he got sucked into her black hole. He couldn't rise above a soccer mom from Alaska derailing his fucking presidential candidate. She took away his POW karma. He let his POW karma be stepped on by a loudmouth soccer mom from Alaska. I mean, that's not what a real patriot would do.
Tyler, negative about Count Chocula.
I don't want to get too negative about Count Chocula, but have you heard the guy talk? I don't think he qualifies for the most patriotic category. I don't think this dude's from around these parts. It's some sort of chocolate version of Transylvania or some sort of other vampire-infested territory. But I don't think he really qualifies for this round, unfortunately. Defund the Avengers.
If you vote for me...
Walter, save it for the free-for-all round if there's another one. Let's
vote for him. Vote for him.
The voting is open. Christopher Vendito's hockey mom.
Oh, right, they don't have soccer in Alaska.
You know what's more patriotic than not getting captured and tortured? Bone spurs.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan Goldman, vampires suck. Wow. Thanks for all the facts, Walter.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, Walter's votes went up and then went down right after we read that very illuminating comment from Nathan. Thanks, Nathan.
All right. Sean Griffin is, I think Tyler is racist.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
If the shoe fits.
And it says something that I'm winning.
Wow, yeah. It says a lot of things.
It talks about U.S. patriotism. It doesn't say a lot of things if you're winning as a racist.
Yeah, exactly.
That is kind of the precedent, honestly.
I had so much more Count Chocula material. God damn.
All right. Well, we've only about half the people watching have voted at this point. So if people want to get some votes in, it's slido.com, event code hashtag BC28.
Vote.
By the way,
we've got some more of the mashups coming in. What was that, Walter?
I said I was forced into doing the breakfast cereal theme.
By
who?
By Paul Ash. He made me do this. He said, it'd be funny, Walter. You should do like a cereal.
Has I given anyone advice on what to do with this show? No.
I was like, I don't know, Paul. It sounds dicey. It seems dicey. Sounds kind of niche, Paul. And he's like, no, it'll be great.
I told you to focus on serial killers.
Fuck.
All right. We're going to give that a short... no, we should give that a regular count. Erica.
So from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, a beep. And that round goes to Tyler. Did Tyler win that one?
Pretty sure.
Yes.
Yes, that is Tyler.
Yes. All right. So that means that Tyler and Katie, you guys are going to face off against each other. I'm sorry that I said you guys. What I meant to say was
guys in a non-gender specific way.
America.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not proud of that. It's a great mashup.
So here's our mashup. If you haven't submitted a title for it, feel free to do that now. Post it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Other internet words. Did I miss any of them, guys? I don't know.
Let's circle back around.
Oh, yes, thanks. I'm going to need that by EOD. Oh, sorry, that's office work, not internet.
So there we are. We are set now for our final two, almost.
Indeed.
Katie gets to go first because Tyler just battled.
So, Katie, you are going to go first in the positive round with your choice of Iron Man?
Yeah.
Correct.
So Iron Man being the most patriotic, again, it kind of goes back to those traditional American values, you know, like straight, cisgender, white men with generational wealth. Do people need clean water? No, he needs a dozen cars. How many Iron Man suits does that guy have? He could have eliminated food insecurity. He could have covered the cost of nationwide healthcare. He might have even be able to pay off my goddamn student debt. But we'll never know because he needed to play with his toys, and that's the most American thing I've ever heard.
Boom. Tyler.
Tyler.
All right. John McCain can only fall asleep if he's being waterboarded. Did you guys know that John McCain has a PhD, a pretty huge dick, and he circumcised it himself on a dare? Have you guys seen Cindy McCain? Damn. John McCain.
All right, vote. Get your votes in.
Vote.
All right. Sean Griffin, nothing is too niche for BattleCOM except apparently breakfast cereal.
Right.
Katie, I really enjoyed your argument. I thought it was well thought out. I thought it was concise. I thought it was very funny, but unfortunately, you're not playing to the base. Dumb meme jokes.
It's okay. Votes are still coming in. You never know what.
Hey, Darren. At least Tyler wrote some jokes, huh?
That's true.
Thanks, Walter.
Sean Griffin is saying, Katie, it's 85 suits of armor, just to be specific.
And if each suit cost $100, it could. I don't know. That's completely out of base, but.
So, what was the student loan for that you didn't need to learn math?
A master's degree, actually, but not in math. Clearly.
So wait,
Papadopoulos is asking, what is more patriotic than privatizing world peace?
Nothing. Honestly, nothing.
And Erica, you were about to say?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, Paul, it seems like you were very interested in making fun of Katie for her master's degree, but like,
yeah.
Do you have a secret degree in mathematics or engineering that we don't know about?
Whoa.
No, but I can multiply 85 by 100.
Did they teach you that in fictional plumber school? Like...
Trust me, I wouldn't have passed plumber school. So, Tyler, has John McCain ever been bit by a cobra?
Good question.
Yeah, and then he turned it into a fleshlight.
Yo.
All right, can we go back to Tony the Tiger?
I got more Count Chocula stuff.
Let's give that a countdown.
All right, so from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, beep. And that goes to Tyler. Tyler, you have won the positive round. Congratulations.
Tyler has won both rounds.
Oh, right, that's the negative round. No, that was the positive round. We're moving on to the negative round.
We're moving on to the negative round.
Correct.
Negative round. So that means Katie is going first.
So honestly, I don't think we should be celebrating like an ageless being who feeds on the blood of the innocent. I know it's not Count Chocula. I know we're talking about John McCain, but he's a Republican, and that's literally their whole thing. So.
Well, Katie, I really liked your Iron Man answer. I just think it would have been a lot better in the villain category where I performed it. In terms of most patriotic hero, I don't know if your description of this awful person, Tony Stark, was necessarily a hero description, but I totally agree. He's a piece of shit for sure.
Vote?
So remember, it's supposed to be entertaining. It's not a facts. This feels like a facts aren't jokes moment.
Well, I just did 15 minutes on Iron Man.
You can go shorter with those. Chris Vendito is saying math is useful in theory. Yeah, but you know how much a gram costs, right, Christopher?
It's also a good. I mean, math is science theory, right? I don't know. I feel like that's probably a good pun for people who like math.
All right. I think we should be getting ready to give a countdown on that.
All right.
Negatively supportive Tony. Well done.
So many Tonys. So many Tonys today.
Can I do the countdown now?
Tonight of Tonys.
5, 4. Get your votes in 3, 2, 1, a beep. And that round goes to Katie. So we will be moving on to a free-for-all round.
And Tyler is going first. So be positive, negative, just be entertaining, or a roast attack upon your opponent.
All right. Did you guys know that John McCain once caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl and then rode off on a motorcycle made out of a taxidermied bald eagle? Did you guys know that John McCain gave Kid Rock his whole gimmick? John McCain once did peyote in the Arizona desert with Jerry Garcia and the Harlem Globetrotters and came up with the idea for Gorilla Glue. John McCain eats his steak medium rare and he consumes it like a suppository, like a hero.
All right, Katie. I figured we should just end that. I didn't know. Normally we wait for one punchline.
Honestly, I figured out what Tyler's doing right now. He's reading Chuck Norris jokes from a decade ago out of a joke book on the internet and replacing them all with John McCain.
Somebody in the comment section already called him on that.
Actually,
I didn't know that because I'm
Darren.
not looking at the comment sections other than what you pull. So I came up with that by myself. Thank you very much.
It was Darren who said it, and I rebutted that I wrote all these.
Well, son of a bitch.
Yes.
Well, there we go. Well, son of a bitch, voting is open. I knew it happened in show.
I don't have the bandwidth to keep up YouTube comments and Facebook comments and this and my jokes on the side. I just can't do it, y'all.
You just do what I do. Don't write jokes, and you got one less thing to worry about.
There it
Sean
is.
Griffin is saying
Bingo,
math is
bango.
all right.
Math is alt-right?
Wow.
All right.
All right. Okay.
Man.
Which, I mean, I would hope that Sean says that.
And Sean Griffin is saying that that Tyler did write the John McCain part of those jokes.
He also probably
flat.
put in his wife's name himself. I mean, probably didn't have someone do that for you, right?
I'm flattered that everyone thinks I have such good internet humor.
Christopher Bendito is saying, glad everyone is on the same page as to where Tyler's jokes are coming from. And how does my rebut look?
Man.
Here we are.
Tyler wrote more jokes about fucking John McCain than Nathan Goldman ever told in his life, I think.
What I really got a kick out of is the fact that Katie was. Now I'm going to wait till after this vote before I say that.
It's tight, man. It's tight.
It is.
Keep voting, everyone. This is going to be good. Vote, 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 unless you want another free-for-all round. That depends. Listen, if you want to watch a 4-hour Battle.com, we'll do it. But I'm guessing that
No,
at some
we
point.
won't.
I think everyone's just interested to see how many more of these Tyler's got in the chamber.
A lot.
I want to see it.
Benjamin
Vote Tyler. I want to see
Zitzler
more.
saying,
I
John
want
McCain
more.
drives a truck that uses Krispy Kreme donuts as tires and then runs on bullets.
Yes, he does.
There we go. I think it's time to give it the count.
All right.
And we
so-
somehow have lost a like on our videos.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Anyway, let's count down from 5, 4, 3, 2. Get your votes in. 1. Beep? Seriously? A tie?
Gosh, damn.
Wow.
Gosh, dang.
Damn it, somebody's timing the lag so they could get that last vote in. All right, so that's a tie. No points awarded. We go into a free-for-all round. So this, our battlers, this is your chance. Be positive, be negative, just be entertaining, or roast attack. Dear God, please be entertaining, or roast attack upon your opponent.
All right.
Katie,
Whenever you're ready.
Jesus Christ.
Benjamin Zitzler in the chamber. I see what you did there.
Honestly, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's on the wall behind Tyler. I can't decide if it's a gallbladder or like the world's saddest catching mitt or a really niche fleshlight up above your right shoulder on the top right. I can't tell what the fuck that is.
It's boxing gloves.
Oh, okay. That was me attempting to be entertaining. So it didn't work, but
All right, Tyler.
Well, it's boxing gloves for this free-for-all round, am I right? John McCain was awarded the one and only platinum card at Buffalo Wild Wings. John McCain has 11 half-Vietnamese children he's never met. A hero, John McCain.
Vote. Is this the second free-for-all round?
Yes, it
It is. So if it ties again, Erica does choose. That is in the rules.
If it ties again, we all shoot ourselves.
I'm gonna choose, and then
I do have to point out that Katie has been talking about John McCain as if he's still alive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm American, so he's alive in my heart.
Yeah. In all our hearts.
Really, yeah.
I mean,
The
those
little
of us-
festering pieces of him have been disseminated, and we each have a little tiny worm in there.
I thought they shot him into space.
delicious.
They shot him a bunch, but I don't know if it was in space.
He shot himself into space.
All right. Oh man, I wish that was said during the round. That would be John Griffin. Please vote so somebody wins.
Please do vote so somebody wins.
Dedelige is a math is useful to the time lag.
To time the lag.
Oh,
And
we lost
John could have
one.
used a good doctor on his campaign. Maybe he'd still be alive.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Shoot
Chris.
yourself, Walter. Wait, is that a fact?
What?
All right, let's give it a count.
All right, from 5, 4. Do not vote right after I said beep. 3, 2, 1. A beep. And that goes to Tyler. Congratulations, Tyler. You have won both battles so far tonight, and it's only taken you 6 months. Let's see how long the third round lasts and who's going to win it. I think we lost Walter. Which, let's be honest, that's kind of on brand for him anyway.
I think this one.
You know what? The thing is, Nathan was suggesting that Walter has shot himself. So, holy crap. That should probably do something for our ratings. The fact that we didn't notice it happening.
I think
I
Nathan
know. I
committed a murder.
responded and said, "Oh shit, I think we lost someone." I couldn't figure out who it was because some people were hidden.
Okay, and
Yeah, except one of those was a comic book, Jason.
Does anyone have one of those dog whistles that usually works for Walter?
All right. Oh, I heard
just
someone-
mentioning the dog whistle was enough to bring him in.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to be moving on into the third round. Did we get enough answers for the mashup? Did
We
did
got
you guys choose?
quite a few. Let me pull up some of those in between all of the people just, I guess, threatening Walter or talking about math.
Who's threatening me? What did I do?
Nathan Goldman suggested you shoot yourself and then you disappeared off the screen. So now he feels bad.
Nathan Goldman we used to use Nathan Goldman's head as the doorstop at Grumpy's.
Okay. All right. So one
Yeah,
title.
you don't have to feel
from-
bad
oh,
anymore, Nathan Goldman.
That's not what I clicked on. All
No,
right.
he
So
still
one
needs to
title.
feel bad.
We have To Boldly Go When No One Has Gone Before. LOL.
Ooh.
Thanks, Jason. That is a good one. We also have Star Trek, The Next Regeneration.
Ooh.
Captain Kirk presents It's Bigger on the Inside. And then probably a solid 3 hours after Star Trek, The Next Regeneration came out was The Last Generation. Also kind of similar, but not. And let me see. Did we get any more after that?
There was some that I did see.
I am
the doctor.
I'm scrolling. Let me just find it because there are a lot of comments that are just about, I don't know, people being mad at Walter.
Damn,
Oh, fuck's
Jim.
sake. You know, man, nobody gets heat like I do in a BattleCOM game, you know? I go take one smoke break.
We got a damage in Jim. I'm a doctor, not a, and then a blank, but that came in after damage Jim. I'm a Doctor Who.
Ooh, that's a good one too. All right, what does everyone think?
So why am I off frame now? What is happening? Oh no, it's because I'm blocked by this window. Huh? Wow, my high.
Walter, is it good or bad? I just went through the exact same thought process. Like, oh no, I better scooch
I'm like
over that
moving my
way.
computer here. I'm like moving my shit. I'm like, what the fuck is
That picture's been
happening?
up on screen for like a full 2 minutes.
We want to actually take a moment to thank StreamYard. This is not a paid. what's it called, mention or anything, but StreamYard
Thank you,
is the thing that makes it easiest
StreamYard.
for us to do this.
Thank
And
you,
Slido,
StreamYard.
also, thank you for giving us a way to vote and interact with our with our audience. And Nathan saying, "I miss you, Walter," and that's a fact. See, it
I
definitely.
miss
wasn't
you,
funny.
brother. I miss you.
And if you want to support the show, any money that is generated through this does get us generated is equally split between all of the performers, including the millionaire Dr. Tyler Lemco above.
Yeah. Up until you guilt us into giving you it back. Yeah, sure.
Like, the money's going to all the performers. Send your money to paulash.com.
That's the deposit way.
Right.
No. Look, anyone that wants it, I send it out. So
You can pay the rest of us in exposure.
Yeah. Can you pay me in
Canada,
Dogecoin,
exposure
please?
kills people.
I think Dogecoin.
All right. This is for the next mashup.
Well, that's pretty cool, man. I really like
cool.
this. This is really
Yeah.
speaks to me.
And our next battlefield, so battlefield number 3, the last battlefield, is what is the coolest superpower. And our first battler is going to be Tyler Lemco with his choice of love. And he'll be facing off against Darren Henwood with the choice of super speed. That's supposed to be a motion GIF. I don't know why that's not working. Darren, you get to go
We're
first.
going into the last hour, people.
I was just about to say, like, I'm hoping this round is super speedy. Like, it's my gift to everybody is to make this round super fast and lose to Tyler in 2 rounds and not more. When I was thinking about it, like, all I was
Glad you
thinking
took
was
10 minutes to explain that.
Yeah, no. The irony was not lost on me. When I was thinking about superpowers, I was trying to think about what, like, I'm currently watching The Boys, and I was trying to think about, like, how superpowers would happen in real life and what I would want it for. And I'm trying to think of all these times that I actually generally feel good and feel as if I've got, like, life hacks. And I thought super speed would be such a good one because, like, all of those times when you're at the supermarket and, like, you're queuing up, and then they open that sort of extra checkout, the one you're just kind of like, you're all kind of like there, kind of like really gingerly kind of watching to see if one of those cashiers is carrying a little tray that they're going to open a cash or not. You're just kind of, what is that? Is that like a manager? You're not quite sure. And then eventually they open a cash. You can get first in there. And that is such a good feeling, getting first in that new line. You know, the new line would be queuing for 5 minutes. There's still going to be people queuing behind you, but you're first in that new line. It's a great feeling. Super speed, you're always going to be first and get that good feeling all the time. That's why it's cool.
Boom, that good feeling. And
So-
now you get to be positive about love, Dr. Tyler Lemco.
So, unlike Tony Stark, I believe in a superpower that defeats any sort of gun or laser beam, and that's good old-fashioned love. Yeah, vote against that one, everyone. You watch these superhero movies, and it's all about war and fighting, and that stuff isn't good. You know which team of superheroes I admire a lot more than the Avengers? The Care Bears. That's right. We don't need more names like Thor and Hulk. No, I much prefer Best Friend Bear and Daydream Bear and goddamn motherfucking Birthday Bear, you know? Save your space lasers. I'll take sharing and kindness, thank you very much. I mean, what is Hawkeye if not a glorified poor man's Cupid? Defund the Avengers.
All right, voting is open. So Tyler Lemco with his choice of love, Darren Henwood with his choice of super speed. You guys have guilted Tim Rowcliffe. He's sorry that his intro in the first category ate up so much time for all the other intros.
That was the problem. That was the real problem, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that you get a bunch of comedians on a show and they don't want to fucking shut up. That's not the problem.
Jason Patrick.
Well, I can think of one person who could also shut up.
This is the friendly fighting air. This work that grinder. Leave a trail so he can find his way back. Oh, that was for Walter. So the votes are coming in. Motherfucking Birthday Bear must have been an episode I missed.
It was a very confusing toy.
They were trying something different. You gotta take risks in television.
We've also got a title has come in. Still waiting for votes to come in. We should Erica, can you put up the other banner for the Slido? And you're muted, Erica. That's why we haven't been able to hear you for a while.
Well, sorry about that. I decided to chew a Tums and then forgot to unmute myself.
You
tell me about the Tums. I'm
bastards!
deep
You're
into
making
Tums.
you're giving Erica stress stomach at this point. All right.
You get the
We're on
multi.
the show once every few months. She works with you every other week, Paul. I mean, if anyone's giving her the stress.
Whoa.
Listen, I hate all of you equally, okay?
Facts aren't jokes, Erica.
Goodness. Erica just used the H word.
Horror.
And that's really only a word that I use for, people who don't think women should be Ghostbusters, which I know that I'm not a scientist, but I would make an amazing, no, I wouldn't. I'm very scared of ghosts.
Let's get that short count in.
3, 2, get your votes in.
Women who shouldn't have been the Ghostbusters.
1, shut up, Walter. I hate you.
Beep. All right, there we are.
So that round goes to Darren.
Goes to Darren. And that means, Tyler, you go first on the negative round.
All right, well, you chose super speed. I don't think it's the coolest superpower because, yeah, you get faster, but you still have to run. And running sucks. You know how I know running sucks? Because everybody walks everywhere. You're still got to break a sweat every time you want to use that super speed. Not worth it.
There we are, Darren Henwood. Sean Griffin is in shock. Did Erica just say a mean thing?
I can't believe you chose love as like a superpower. Number one, there's nothing super about it. Everyone thinks they're in love all the fucking time. It's a pretty generic power. Like everyone has it. There's not like some sort of super group that gets to experience love. We all get to experience it, and it makes us do some super dumb shit as well. It's not cool. It makes us do some really. I ended up jumping out of the window at 2:00 in the morning when I was 17 from the second story to get a taxi down to this girl's house because I thought I loved her. Ended up kissing her. She just had dinner. She tasted like peas. It was weird. She didn't love me back, and I nearly broke my ankle. I had to lie to my parents as to why there was two-inch divots the size of my footprints in the front lawn the next morning. It's fucking dumb. It's not a clever superpower. It's stupid.
Vote from.
This guy really hates love.
Don't we all from time to time?
Let's see. He changed continents for love.
Yeah.
Don't take away the rest of my material, Paul.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
I'm sorry, Darren. Did you say that she tasted like peas or like pea? One of those is more concerning to me.
It was peas.
Okay.
Like Russian.
It's not the concerning one.
Okay, so.
She said he said that she had just had dinner.
Wow.
I mean,
everyone has it except Erica of tonight, apparently.
That's not true. I do still have love for cats.
All right, we got to get some cats mentioned in this round to bring Erica back into happiness.
I have love for everyone but those 88%.
All right, Tim, I want to thank you for your comment. I don't think I'm going to be putting it on screen. So we're going to give this a short count.
All right, so from 3, 2, get your votes in. 1. Walter, can I say beep or do you want to keep interrupting me?
Well, you just said it, so.
Beep, congratulations, Darren.
I think this is the episode we break Erica.
It's fine. We're moving into a round where Katie and Walter are supposed to be facing off against each other, but guys, Walter is dead to me, so I guess Katie wins by default.
I mean, you got to decide that earlier on anyway, so what changes from round 1?
All right, the gifts are not moving. So Katie McKinney's superpower, she thinks, is the greatest superpower is the ability to inflict instant karma, and she'll be facing off against Walter, which is being able to create infinite amounts of cereal. Walter was playing the long game the entire time. But at this point, I do want to throw a shout out to Zach Kick, who we may not be able to see in the same way ever again. Thank you, Zach, for providing that photo without asking why, which I feel really weird. I just messaged Zach, hey, Zach, there's a picture of you like in a bathtub full of cereal. Could you send that to me without any extra text on it? He said, yeah, sure, man. Here you go. No questions.
Oh, I love Zach.
Did you say it was to somehow fuck with me?
No.
Because I could see him being very into that. He's like my non-paid stunt double, like my non-union stunt double. I brought him on
this is your positive round.
Okay, so the ability to create infinite amounts of breakfast cereal. Imagine a world where you don't have to worry about predatory tigers, shilling diabetes, or ethnic vampires sullying all your milk. Yes, if you could create infinite amounts of cereal, you'd be completely autonomous and no longer reliant on fascist organizations like Kellogg's, General Mills, and Post. They live, we sleep. Defund Big Cereal 3.
Hey, Katie, your turn to be positive about your choice.
Honestly, interested time. Just fucking once would I like to have the instant karma of whenever someone catcalls me, I want him to immediately fall and trip and break his nose without me having to run across the street and break it for him.
Vote.
Boom.
Let's see your votes.
Get your votes in. Go to BattleCOM, Slido.com, and it's BC28 is the event code, and that's how you can vote. Get your votes in.
All the people that would vote for me, I think, have passed out at this point.
No, Domino's is still delivering, so they're still up.
I am unbiased here, but anyone who votes against Katie is basically voting for that man who followed me in his car a few weeks ago. So, vote however you want.
I didn't realize it was you.
Don't you love how all women have at least one version of that story, though?
Maybe he was just making sure you got home safe.
At least one. Oh, yes.
All
that's
women have a
definitely
story
what
about
it
me
was.
following them with my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you personally, Walter.
Well,
If
they
you
don't.
have
All right,
Walter's
I buy it. I see it. All right, I cop to it.
I feel like, like how there's that 6 degrees theory? I feel like I should start a theory or like a razor or whatever it's called that like everyone has had an encounter with Walter where like even if you didn't realize it, either you were drunk or he was drunk. It was very bizarre. Like everyone has encountered Walter at some point. And it was, it may not have been threatening, but it was still just kind of strange. And that's what we love about Walter.
And there was one time I woke up in bed with him after a Halloween party.
Let's have a 5 count on this one. We are.
So get your votes in, everyone. We're counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep, and that goes to Walter.
Yeah, today.
You know, it's Walter following you because his car's got that big Vendito dent in it.
Katie, you're going first in the negative round. You have to be negative about Walter's choice.
Creating infinite amounts of cereal.
I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure that we just have to fucking hurry up and end this show because can Walter have another joint? Like, do you know where you are? Do you know what year it is, man?
Yeah.
I think that's the negative here is like you were high when you wrote that list and you're high now and I'm high now as well, but not where you are, dude. You passed somewhere else a while ago. Who's the prime minister? Like, do you even know?
It's Trudeau is a safe bet, I guess, with Canada. Let's go say Trudeau. One of them.
All right, Walter, you are being positive. Or
I don't know. I was
negative
supposed to talk
about-
over her, but she asked me a direct question. Was I not supposed to?
I understand that. Now it's your turn. It's,
Okay.
your negative round.
Negative,
Negative about
instant karma, man. Like it's overrated. The one big proponent of instant karma was John Lennon with the whole song "Instant Karma," right? He was a big proponent of instant karma. But what does it say about John Lennon that that he's like, oh, instant karma's gonna get you, boom, 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 and then he gets fucking like shot in the park by the world's first incel. Like I don't know. I think what kind of karma do you have? Thank you. I'm done.
All right, voting has already started.
Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. I clicked the wrong thing. Voting has already started, as Paul said. Paul, please finish your thought.
No, get your votes in. Get your votes in quickly. We are doing this for Walter's health.
For health.
Hey, you said that cough earlier was a little one for you. I'm kind of scared to see what a big one looks like, honestly. You might just fucking go off again. Like, you might go off the air entirely.
I do that on my other channel.
Nice.
Sean Griffin is saying, are there any non-ethnic vampires? And Paul's aggressively trying to keep the show on the rails, but I want to know why Darren was in bed with Walter.
Yes, there's non-ethnic vampires. Keith Richards.
That's ethnic to North Americans.
I guess, yeah. I guess technically everyone's ethnic, right? They all
Second
have some
half of
sort
that
ethnicity.
question, Darren only ever kisses and tell if you've just had peas. So.
All right, the votes are pretty much in. Let's give that a count. We've got...
All right, so from 5.
Yeah, let's tie this round up and keep the show going. Why the fuck not?
Beep.
Darren is very upset that he didn't bring a chair to this. All right.
Do you not own chairs, Darren? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep. That round goes to Katie. Let's move on to the free-for-all.
Walter, it's a free-for-all round, so you're a chance to be positive, negative.
You
just
can
be
create infinite amounts of cereal. Infinite amounts of cereal. Other stuff with the cereal than just eating it. Like you could repair wood furniture or throw it into your most hated ocean.
Don't think about sense, Katie. It is your turn. Positive, negative, just be entertaining, or roast attack upon Walter.
Sorry, it's just every time Walter opens his mouth, I expect him to tell me the best ways to prevent forest fires, and I get so fucking distracted that I can't think of anything else. Goddamn Smokey the Bear up in here. That's it. That's a joke.
Vote.
Walter, can you list me your top 5 most hated oceans, please?
Well, the Pacific's
Look at
overrated.
the votes are coming in. It's going up and down. Peter Papadopoulos is saying Walter won't be able to see out the windows of his car because of all the smoke. Kayla De Leon is saying Walter's a pro, so those joints aren't slowing him down. At smoking weed. Nobody knows what time it is anymore. It's been like that for a year now.
That's true. Are you sure? Because nobody knows what time is anymore.
Yeah. And Christopher Petito. Yeah, he's fine. He was born to it, molded by it. I really think he should have one of those breathing masks. So does his wife, so he doesn't snore.
Yeah.
Nathan, I think, is the one who had too much because he's saying Ocean's 11.
I mean, that was technically
that was the good one.
It was the good. I was going to say that was the best Ocean's movie, but then I remembered Ocean's 8 exists. And yeah.
So let's give that a count.
All right. So from 5, 4. Are you people sure you want to do this? 3, 2, 1. Beep. And Walter wins. Walter moves on to tell more jokes. Audience, you chose this, man. So I'm not saying anything.
All right, and we're gonna put the mashup back up there while I find the final voting.
Yes, absolutely. So what we are going to do is pull this back up. So you see the hang on, I'm actually gonna do it. Can I do it differently? I'm not sure. So we're just gonna cover up Walter's face and terrify him. So here's our mashup, and if I can scroll far up enough, so we've got SpongeBob in Walter's bong water. Sponge Gwen Spider Pants. I think there was another one. Nope. Now I'm just going back up to when people were threatening Walter. Swinging over Bikini Bottom, also one. And wait. SpongeBob, The Next Generation. That's basically the same thing you said last round, Nathan. Like Walter off weed. That actually does kind of look like.
There we go. Clean shaven as well.
And I think that's everything we got. So does anyone have a favorite?
of
Sponge
the
Gwen Spider
performers.
Pants, probably.
All right, done. Sponge Gwen Spider Bob. I already forgot what it was.
Yeah.
This one came in a little bit late, but
Oh.
mashup title Into the Spongeverse.
Nice.
Mm.
Precise, clean, mashup-y. I
Isn't
approve.
that like a Seinfeld episode?
Yes, it is, Walter. Let's just tell him it is so we stop asking follow-up questions.
I could hear you.
Yeah, with
No,
Elaine.
that's weed talking.
So it's Darren Henwood is going to go first as he faces it with his choice of super speed, being positive with that as he faces off against Walter Lyng with his choice of create infinite cereal.
I mean, we all know that like coolness is established when you're young. Like, if you're the cool kid in school, then you remain that cool kid at least until you're sort of 18. It's rare that you kind of lose that. And one of my favorite games to play in school was this one, where you kind of held your hands together and you had to do that. Like, had to like hit the other person, and you had to try and move away. With super speed, you're never going to lose that game. You're going to be the undefeated champ and then be the coolest kid in school, which will at least see you through until you're 18. And then, like, I was afraid of, sorry I wasn't going up against instant karma, because instants happen at different times for people with super speed, because like time moves differently. And I'm looking forward to like the funeral like video of like someone who goes in super speed, because every video is shot is going to have to be shot in slow motion. So your whole video thing is going to be like one slow motion kind of like shot after one another, because they can only catch you in slow motion. So I think it would be kind of like an epic, like mashup video for your funeral, everything in slow motion with your hair all nice in the wind. Oh, sorry, Paul. If you had hair, your hair all nice in the wind.
There we go. Thanks, Darren. Walter.
The thing about being able to create an infinite amount of cereal is that you could use that literal infinite amount of food to end global hunger as we know it. It would end, done. Now you have a literal infinite food supply, and it's done. And then you can take all the money that you would have spent on like combating the global food crisis, and you spend all that money on the new global obesity crisis because of all the breakfast cereal is really fattening up those third world. They went from like the distended bellies from malnutrition to now straight up diabetes. It's terrible. Anyway, thank you.
There we go.
Vote.
Darren's already got a vote in.
Super speed.
Yeah,
Nice.
super speed.
Nice.
Sean Griffin is stating, I legitimately don't understand how cereal has made it this far. That's because it's not about the facts.
Sean,
It's
don't
exactly-
you understand? Everyone just wants
You're
to
not
see how long Walter can keep his shit together while doing this show and smoking 5 joints.
How long until he pulls out a bowl from underneath his jacket, milk in it, and just starts eating?
I'm rather surprised that it took 3 rounds for Walter to mention ending world hunger with creating the ability to create infinite cereal.
I'm saying, a vote against me is a vote against ending world hunger. So FYI, if you don't agree with me on that one, you guys think the kids should be hungry. You guys, up to you. If you had infinite amounts of cereal, you would deprive it. You would keep it from poor, starving children in third world countries. That's what a vote against me says. So good for you guys.
It is time for the count, Erica.
All right, counting down from 5, 4,
Now here come the
3,
votes. Come on.
2, 1, beep. And that round goes to Darren. Congratulations, Darren. And we are moving on to the negative round. Walter, you're going first. Negative about Darren's choice of super speed.
I mean, that's your choice as a Scottish guy who grew up in fucking Scotland and shit in the 90s. My choice of superpowers would be not having the urge to do heroin all the time. Scotland, and it fucking sucks. Maybe that'd be more practical than being fast. What do you got to be fast for in Scotland? Fucking guy.
To run away from the poverty and shame.
The
only bad thing about having all this cereal is that eventually you're going to just get all these high hangers on that know you have all this cereal, so they're just going to get baked all the time and come and hang around you all the time and start doing like comedy with you all the time, and then they're just going to have this like weird kind of group that you're just always with, always eating fucking cereal. I don't know, like one might be called Chris, and another might be called, I don't know, like Reese or something like this. You're just going to have all of these fucking like little high hangers on that just think that it's great to all be eating your cereal, all eating the Walter cereal all the time, but actually they're just fucking getting like malnourished and going to die younger.
I mean,
Vote!
You
Get
guys
the
wanna go,
votes in. Christopher Vendito is asking, is this a Snyder cut of BattleCOM?
Yeah.
Perfect comment.
Darker, grittier, 4 hours long.
Jason has said, I'm not sure if I can follow Walter's train of thought anymore, but the alternative is voting for Darren. I don't know if I can.
You know what I'm saying? And like, come on.
You can do it, Jason. I believe in you.
Oh, Tim Roecleft is saying, but wouldn't those fat people be good at getting tigers off the endangered list?
No, they would be fucking like in diabetic comas. Like they literally, like a kid who's literally starving. He goes from eating nothing to only eating like Lucky Charms. Like think about what
I think he's suggesting that that would just make it easier for the tigers to catch the kids.
No, I think he meant the opposite, Paul.
All right, Peter Papadopoulos is saying the ladies never like super speed.
Yeah, how has no one brought that up for a negative against Darren's yet?
It depends if it's
all white males.
a weeknight. It depends if it's a weeknight.
It's Katie, it's because it's the Snyder cut of BattleCOM.
I'm sorry,
No
are
women
people
were
not
involved.
allowed to have sex on weeknights?
No, it's
I didn't even know that was a possibility.
It's a pandemic.
Well.
Nathan Goldman, factual roast on Darren. Well done, Walter. Oh shit, we're tied. Let's give this a countdown.
Right, from 5, 4, 3, 2. Please vote. 1. Beep. It's a tie.
Hanging Chad. Yeah, it's a tie. It is a tie. That means we are going for another round.
We're going to what's going to be the first free-for-all round.
And Darren,
Yes, he is.
going first.
I just have a question for Walter. If you had all of the cereal, what character would you make to sell it all to the rest of the third world countries or whoever it is you're going to sell it to? Because eventually after you cure world hunger, you're still going to have the ability to make all the cereal. So I assume you're going to turn into a cereal conglomerate. Hadn't you have to get like a little character to sell it? You seem to be the expert here. What character would you create to sell your brand of cereal?
It would be like the rabbit there from the Trix rabbit, but it would be like an anatomically correct rabbit with like a huge phallus.
Vote?
That's what it would be. That's what it would be.
Vote.
You know the bunny I'm talking about, the Trix?
Okay, so what would the cereal be called?
It would be called Hard On Pops.
How do you not call it dicks?
Exactly. It's like Dix is hanging right there.
No.
Darren, did you just say the dicks is just hanging right there?
Yes, he did.
Silly rabbit dicks are because nobody wants to say silly rabbit dicks are for kids.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to say that.
That's true.
Because you want to avoid saying that. Instead, silly rabbit hard on pops are for kids. It's better. It's a little.
Is it better? Is it though?
It's a little better.
All right, get your votes in. I don't know. We're getting more viewers at this point. I don't know if fan clubs are logging in on multiple devices.
It makes me genuinely happy that creating infinite cereal is going to win this.
Hey, Walter, can I join your gang of cereal boys?
Yeah. Get in the cereal boy gang. When you look to add a new member to the cereal gang, you look to family, you look to the clique.
Chris Medino's calling to stop the vote.
Stop the vote.
Only half the people watching have voted.
Please vote. And by the way, Tyler, now that you are a official cereal boy, TM, please add that to your platform the next time you run for mayor, which by the way could be in the next election because like Montreal's not looking so good right now.
Says you.
I don't know. I thought it was better than America. So
I mean, yes, but like, what isn't better than America?
It's the province.
Oh,
the province isn't looking good. The Let's keep this going.
Really? No, let's not keep this going. Let's end this at some point. Hopefully tonight.
All right. We've got only
3,
2/3 of
2,
people.
1. Beep.
It's a dick in a cereal box.
Paul, you're pulling up all of the comments after dark right now. Also, you're just enabling Peter, who is a good friend of mine, but once you get him started, he doesn't stop. I just realized what that sounds like.
Sounds like you know how to get Peter started.
No, it sounds like you do, Darren Henwood.
All right, let's give it the count then.
So
We're
from
counting
5,
down. Have your votes in.
4, get your votes in. 3, please end this show. 2, 1, beep. That
We
goes
made
to
it, guys.
Walter.
We made it.
No, you did not, because Walter just won that round. And do you know what that means?
It means
We're
we're
going to
over.
a second free for all.
It means we're going to a second free-for-all round.
What?
Thanks. Thank you, everyone.
Because there was a tie round.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So 1 point for Darren.
I got plenty
One
more John
point for
McCain facts
Walter.
if you guys want to keep this rolling for a
Yeah,
while.
I'm gonna cede my time to Doctor Lemco.
That's not within the rules. So you can try to tank this as quickly and shortly as you can. Give
Okay,
Walter
so
the chance.
John McCain. Come on, Tyler, finish it.
Yeah,
John McCain.
Walter. It is a free for all round, so positive, negative, just be entertaining, or roast attack upon Darren. Jason is saying, "Darren, you coward."
We have to appreciate Count Chocula's sacrifice. Here's an actual vampire who uprooted himself from his ancestral home in Romania's Carpathian Mountains to start a new life
Are you
in the land of opportunity.
right now?
He weans himself off of a virgin blood diet and not only adapts to the American way of life, but thrives there, sharing his newly discovered chocolate cereal with all the boys and girls instead of preying on them when they sleep like that fucker Tony the Tiger.
Who wrote that for you?
Vote.
God, I wanted you to say like that fucker John McCain.
Christopher's going, I mean, this got heavy. And where are the rules written down? Right here.
Paul only recites them every free-for-all round, of which there have been approximately 29 this game.
And somehow Walter has got a vote on the board. Darren, if you had been funny, you could have won this round rather than just try to give it up.
I really don't care at this point.
Jeez.
You're like, that's a roast attack upon Paul.
Are you just like recycling that same Jason Hattrick?
Honestly, we should just make merch with it. Like, first it was something with the sword. Now it's Darren.
Darren, you coward.
I want Darren's share of the Paul Ash money from this show.
I've met Darren for like 5 minutes in person once, and honestly, the next time he invites us over to his house, I just want to wear a shirt that says "Darren, you coward."
Do it.
Do it.
Make one for me too, please.
Yeah, I'll get in on this Kickstarter
Oh, okay.
for sure.
Do you have a friend named Darren? Is he a fucking coward? Well,
We've got a shirt for you. I want to point out that no one who went negative on Walter ever mentioned about the fact that there's not infinite milk.
some of us don't eat cereal with milk because that's soggy and gross, Paul.
Wait, so you just don't put any milk in it at all?
Any liquid?
No. It's crunchy.
Yeah,
You just chomp in it?
some of us eat our cereal with iced tea.
No, some of us don't like milk.
Like any kind of milk?
Even
Almond
almond
milk.
milk or whatever.
Oh, I
Yeah.
put that in my coffee, but I don't want soggy cereal. That's
Okay,
you
wait,
eat it like trail mix,
coffee is like the worst
Chris.
use for almond milk. That's
Chris
why-
Vendito
I don't
is
know.
saying
It's oat milk, but-
Darren Henwood
We're
is an
gonna
icon
talk
and
about
any
this.
slander is outrageous.
Chris Vendito's looking for a gig.
Nathan Goldman is saying lactose intolerance, Paul.
Yes.
Yes.
There's almond milk. You can try that. Kayla De Leon, Katie tries
Whoa.
likes her cereal
Whoa.
dry.
Whoa.
Is that supposed to be an insult? I do eat a dry cereal.
I think it's like a
Whoa.
kung pao chicken reference.
Is it
You know,
like a euphemism
Okay,
or something?
like George likes his
That's
chicken
what I thought.
spicy.
I assure you, the correct things are the correct amounts of lubricated. Everything's
Whoa.
fine.
I don't know if anyone
Right, let's
Okay,
let's
we
give
need
this
to
a
move
count.
to the after
Let's
show,
give
guys,
this a
please.
count.
like 5 minutes ago with
It's
these
just
votes.
shit.
Like,
All right, counting down from 3, 2, 1. Beep.
That's
That
a wop.
goes
Walter,
to
Walter has won that round, which means the winners of the show have been Walter and Tyler.
Yeah, we did it.
Tyler.
Cereal boys.
I'm proud to not be in that gang.
There we go. And one final look at Zach Kick.
Beautiful.
Zach Kick. We also want to thank talking about merch. Sean was asking about whoa, a lot of comments have come up. Sean Griffin is wants some new BattleCOM swag. So that's Tina Spiral. She's modeling a BattleCOM t-shirt. You can get the t-shirts on where'd it go? Well, that same link tree that was shown earlier has the merch store, which you can go to. So what was the most popular? Was it SpongeBob Spider-Gwen?
That
Into
one,
the
or
Spongeverse was good.
Yeah, Into the Spongeverse.
I liked Into the Spongeverse, yeah.
Done. Vote. Congratulations, person who came up with that.
And we want to thank Evan C. Abrams for the artwork, the motion artwork. Evan is part of the Codenames team with Tim Riel and Jason Hattrick. Katie McKinney, Darren Henwood, Tyler Lemco, Walter J. Lyng. Let's get their socials up there because I don't think that happened all show yet.
Oh, was I supposed to do that during the show? I thought we only do it at the end. I'm sorry.
When they have the big windows. But
oh, because their names are already there. Anyways, guys, here is Tyler at T Lemco on social media. Did that work?
Yeah.
All right, Tyler, do you have anything to plug?
You guys know what gave John McCain the ability to chew through that Apache helicopter? It was his love for BattleCOM. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Oh, thanks, Tyler. Next is Darren Henwood. Hang on, there you are. Anything to plug?
I'll be doing Tim Riel's Codename show on May the 17th.
Very nice. So everyone watch that. He will probably be very funny. Walter at Wally Good Times on Twitter.
At Wally Good Times on Twitter. Look out for Late Night Sesh with Reese Turner and Walter Lyng on Kelly's Green Lounge on Facebook Live Friday night, late nights, and a upcoming movie podcast show with the aforementioned Mr. Turner and Vandito, aka the Cereal Boys. The Cereal Boys. You're with the Cereal Boys for life.
Did you just say for life? Because life is also a cereal.
No.
And Katie, you can follow
Yes, I
on
did.
Twitch and YouTube at Jason and Katie JK. I'm assuming that is what you have to plug. So
Yeah.
plug it away.
Jason Hattrick and I stream live every Wednesday night. Right now we're playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and we just hang out. We love to chat. We love to play video games, and I even do okay at them.
I've put 200 hours into that game.
Why? I mean,
I want,
why
like,
no?
The pandemic
That'd
with
be
nothing else to do.
we cannot do this show without the help of Erica Taddeo. Erica, everyone, a big round of applause for Erica Taddeo.
Thanks,
Follow her
guys.
on Instagram.
Despite what I said earlier, I probably love you all. So yeah, you can follow me at
I love
Erica
you.
_MTL on Instagram. You can catch me stage managing this show. I will also later this week be on a podcast called Smark and Friends talking about wrestling. Me? Yes. So tune in because that's probably going to be super entertaining. And obviously, we cannot forget Paul. Where are your socials? Did we not add yours?
It is the link tree that's associated with all of this.
Yeah, it's the
Has-
Send Money to Paul Ash website.
It also has a link to the merch store. So if people want to get any of the classic BattleCOM shirts and some of the newer ones, they are there. Sean, who keeps on mentioning he wants the new shirts, that's one way to get them. And let's. Oops. Was there something else? Yeah, no, that's all of it for the slides. So the show is over in just over 2 hours, and we've got a lot of comments to get to. We're going to do that into the after show. So join us on YouTube if you want to see us really complain about each other.
After show. Bye, everybody. See you in the after show.
Woo, dark.
Cereal boys.
It's BattleCOM dark. Darren, you can do set? You do set, Darren? Darren, do set. Do your hipster Shrek thing.
My hipster Shrek thing.
Do I have to pay extra for that? What?
I don't know.
No,
That's on a different channel.
All right, we are on YouTube
Only
only
Shrek.
right now. There we are.
Only Shreks.
Cereal with eggnog. Peter Papadopoulos was suggesting.
Oh, that's a thing. I would try it. I would try it. Do you think you put the booze in?
I think you would put the booze
You gotta
in.
put the booze in. You gotta put the booze in. Oh, that sounds really good, actually. Like a boozy egg with like frosted flavor, or like fucking, or maybe like corn pops, maybe.
Oh, man.
One thing
That
I've
actually
learned-
sounds good.
One thing I've learned is that you really don't want to chew your booze.
No,
Yeah.
but this is not that though.
Also,
I-
booze with milk.
Oh yeah.
No,
no.
rookie
Like, what,
mistake.
you never had like a White Russian or anything?
Or Kahlua.
No.
No.
I mean,
You must
you're
hate
shaking your head
milk, Walter.
in such utter disbelief. Are you lactose intolerant?
No, I just don't like milk. I love cheese.
You don't like milk.
What?
What a milkshake.
I'm lactose intolerant and I love milk. Katie, please
What,
just add
ice
all the
cream
dairy
milkshakes?
products for me.
I do like milkshakes, but I just use oat
That's
milk in my
crazy.
coffee. Like, I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I guess. It's
You drink
fine.
Baileys?
I just
That's kinda
regular milk.
milky.
You just-
No, I just drink tequila and the
What
tiers
about
of people
Coke?
I don't
What
like.
about,
I just want to point up the last slide that I didn't play. It's just one that's there for safety during the show, and I'm staring at it now, thinking,
Safety.
really, those numbers are good. Just
yeah, because we were having too much of a good time, Paul.
Fuck.
It's good to know.
I keep them handy. I keep
Yeah, it's
them
good to
handy.
have.
on that note,
We're
Darren.
past
Darren.
Darren's bedtime.
There,
Good
the
to see
numbers
you,
are there.
Darren.
Yeah, guys, it's like really late in Scotland where Darren is. It's not only 10, 11 p.m. It's like 4 in the morning there, and that's why he's tired.
it's 3 in the morning, and no.
Are you in Scotland?
No, of course not.
No, I'm just pretending that he is to make him seem like less of a baby for being the first person to duck out of the after show.
I'm always the first person to look at the after show.
He
I'm
is.
trying to duck
He
out
has
during
to
the
get up
show.
Do you know how long it takes him every morning to individually trim each hair on the mustache? He wakes up at 4 a.m. for that craft.
You are correct.
Erica
Okay.
would know.
I told you I can't grow a
Whoa.
mustache, only a beard.
Whoa.
Oh, I can't grow either. And I
All right.
genuinely wish I could. They look so warm.
Don't say whoa. Like Erica's made so many mustache jokes at me over the years about her own mustache and facial hair and stuff like this.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you have. In the green room of the comedy nest.
I've never told you that I can grow a mustache.
You forget so quickly.
Hey, Kate,
Like physically,
Okay,
I
where-
cannot.
where
It is
in
one
the
of the
American
many ways
are
I
you from?
disappoint my Italian parents.
It's
I'm
10-11 on a
from,
weeknight, Erica. Sheesh. Thank you,
Western
Tim,
Pennsylvania.
for sticking
Good
around.
night.
Oh.
Which we call Pennsyltucky back home because it's fucking Hicks.
Did
Hate
Tim
it.
Rowcliffe change his image halfway through the show? Like that was a different screen image for him.
He may have.
He may have. He might have been commenting on Facebook and then switched to YouTube.
Oh,
Chris Vendito is saying, "Let this man get his rest."
he's my
Okay, you know
champion
what?
tonight.
If Chris
let's
says
bring in
it, then
Vendito. Let's bring
we will allow
Vendito into the chat.
Yeah, I can cede my time to Chris Vendito. All right, so before I go though, Tyler, number one, great first BattleCOM. You
yeah,
got
great
a
job,
winner.
Tyler.
Thank you.
First ever BattleCOM, and you won 2 rounds.
Thank
And
you.
you wrote like 95 jokes about
I
John
should have watched it
McCain.
won the first round.
I'm
I
pretty
also
sure those were
thought that
copied and
before.
pasted from a list.
No, I swear, I literally performed
Wow.
I performed like
Shame.
60% of the jokes I wrote.
Damn.
So like, are there any more?
All right,
No, there's no
you
more John
cannot,
McCain.
you cannot leave, you cannot start
No.
that and then duck out while he's rambling on that formulaic.
Rude. Anyways,
You-
since I know Paul's going to bring it up, and just to make sure that we change the subject and don't get back into John McCain, has anyone been watching
What?
anything
He
interesting?
was a hero. Sorry.
Watching
Yeah.
anything interesting?
consuming any interesting media that you would recommend to our audience?
I watch a lot of TikTok, like so much. It's insane. You don't even want to know.
Okay, so what is your favorite TikTok? Is it like people pointing at words? Is it people doing just like really bad, like public access channel type commercials just for random businesses? Is it white people dancing?
No, my two favorites are like animal videos, like cute, funny animals, and like artistic things, like artists or crafters or whatever, like doing like time lapses of their work.
Oh, okay. I can get those on Instagram. So like, I'm just gonna keep not downloading TikTok because the one time I did, it annoyed me.
I just want to point out that either Darren as a baby was cut out of a picture, or he's cut out other people that he didn't want to be associated with as a baby.
So
That's
That's
about
not
right.
a photo mart.
So my mother decided that rather than keep all my baby pictures intact, that she'd make a collage for herself. So she cut them all up. So I have very few intact baby pictures left. I only have the little bits like this.
So do you have siblings, Darren?
I have one sister and one brother on my dad's side.
And she just threw out those parts of the photo. She only kept yours.
No, if we were together, she cut around the both of us and
okay.
have it. But like, it's really weird. Like, I didn't know why that she did that, but it's fine.
Jason is recognizing that Tyler did well because he's a wizard. His books are not even on shelves; they're just stacked there.
So are those bookshelves that are actually like the book is the shelf part, and you pile the other books on top?
No, as soon as I fall asleep, they all fall. If I just keep them up.
Sean, realizing it's not Twitch, so the emoji doesn't work. Jason thought there was a current photo of Chris Vendito. Put the photo back up. Okay, somebody want to send Vendito the link then? Or are we going to let him not defend himself?
I just really like that the expression on your face and the little animal on your shirt is the exact same. You guys have the exact same expression.
I thought the little animal was rolling his eyes at him, at how high child Darren was.
I feel like that owl.
Yeah.
You are that owl.
Exactly.
Fuck, I thought it was like a really off-brand Elmo, like Elmo from Dollar Tree or something.
That's a
I
fucking
thought it
owl.
was like not a tiger. That's like
It's an owl.
So I tell you why it's not Elmo, because Elmo didn't exist when I was that age.
Sesame Street didn't exist?
No,
Yeah,
Sesame
Dan's
Street
like 50.
existed. But I don't think Elmo existed when I was born.
Elmo only turned
was
up
a
in the
later
90s.
edition. Yeah.
Elmo turned up in the 90s, yeah.
Elmo was introduced in 1985.
Yeah, that was 1982 or 83 you're looking at right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So definitely not Elmo.
Wow. You think after a year in quarantine with Jason, I'd be used to being like the youngest person by far in a room, but like,
Wow.
it's still an adjustment, guys.
excuse me, I just had a birthday. Do you really need to rub salt in that wound? Like,
Oh,
I'm
Erica,
telling you,
you're immortal. You don't count.
I'm 19.
Immortal like John McCain, you mean?
You're 19 and you have a PhD. I don't believe you.
I'm 70 inside.
Jason is suggesting it's a cereal mascot. And Sean is saying it's a Scottish discount Elmo Argyle.
Nice.
Argyle.
And
No, I mean,
some of us remember when Elmo was new.
If you put it back up.
Was it a big deal? Were they like, yo, Sesame Street just dropped a new person?
How can I get back there? Just a second.
I don't really remember. I was a
putting
little bit
things up
young.
on screen.
But yeah.
Guys, whoever has like cats or dogs in your house, please, like, I believe I had specifically requested this before the show. Thank you, I'm really glad, Tyler, that you just Googled cat and just printed out your Google search results. You didn't think like, okay, let me find the cutest ones. Let me just print out like 2 or 3. You were like, you know what?
It's like the same way he did his joke writing. He just Googled it and then printed it out.
There was no Googling.
Like you could have just taken a picture of a cat with your phone and printed it out. Which, by the way, is
the cereal mascot is this one. It's a little malformed blood cell from all the heroin use called hypo.
What?
And that's the Scottish cereal mascot.
See, basically, Darren is perpetuating the stereotype that nothing good has come out of Scotland since Trainspotting.
Yes, it's pretty much true. Yeah.
So Jason is saying that he was a real shit disturber.
Who was?
I'm not sure if he's talking about Argyle or when
Darren,
Elmo was
or
new.
Elmo.
When Elmo was new.
I like to think it was Darren as a baby. Darren as a baby was just rude.
Yeah, you know what? I'd buy that. I would believe that.
Yeah, I wasn't very well behaved. I used to knock shit over all the time, apparently.
Erica, I produced you
So a lot has changed.
one dog.
Finally, hello, dog. I don't think I've met that one yet.
This is Nova. This is our baby. Nova.
I've met Nova. Nova has been on with Jason.
I thought I had seen a smaller dog. than this.
It's just that Katie is smaller than Jason.
A lot.
Well, I would assume so. Hi. Oh, she looks like the happiest dog in the
Yeah,
world.
I realized y'all never see like the reflection there with Jason in this chair because he's like a foot taller than I am. Not a foot, but like 8 inches.
The dog's breathing like me putting my socks on.
Fun fact, I asked the vet why she breathes like this because I was worried she had like asthma or some shit, and the vet just said she's really happy all the time. And if that's not the cutest thing, then I don't know what is.
Aw, I
Yeah.
love that.
Okay, on that note, that's a good note.
And yet,
Suicide hotline.
and yet I feel that happy. And look, no panting.
Yeah, get up from the chair.
Jason's a lot hairier.
Jason is a lot hairier than the last time I saw him.
He's been taking lots of vitamins.
Mm-hmm. Is that a joke about Jason's
Oh.
hair loss? Because that's mean.
No, it's okay. I've
It is
also
now.
lost.
No, not you, Sean.
Sorry.
Sean.
Darren, did you not come up with the best joke about? Never mind. I shouldn't bring it up.
Well, now you
Okay,
brought it
we've
up.
got a special.
Did I come up with
guest
the best
coming in.
joke? Yes, I did.
Yeah, no, about Jason's hairstyle.
Did I?
No, it was Tim Riel. Tim Riel did.
I
Sorry
was
to
like,
bring
coming
up.
up with a good joke. That's just like,
Hello.
Hey,
What's happening? What's
Hi.
going on?
it is a special dark
Everyone.
guest segment.
Welcome, Chris Vendito, star of the
Poor Darren
comment
is still here.
and OG cereal boy.
oh, I need to go now because now the board is off. It's not. it's
Yeah,
not-
I
it's
tilted
not
the
even.
scale.
Well,
It was the Serial Boys invasion tonight.
He's
Jason
the
Hadrick
third
was
man.
pointing out
Tyler's the third man.
the dog was happily napping on my lap a minute ago. So you're welcome for my sacrifice. Where'd it go?
Jason. Oh, I clicked on it because Jason
Yes.
forgot when to click enter and just wrote, "You're welcome,
You're welcome.
for my." So I assume this is him just trying to finish the sentence. I would say thank you, Jason, but like, you know how this works. You know that anytime I am on Zoom, I would like to see pets. Like, this is not new. We have known each other for several years
And
now.
this is not
Like,
Zoom.
So my more photogenic cat died.
No. When?
One
Oh my
cat that's
gosh.
still living barely comes out of the room.
Yeah, hates everyone.
And doesn't really feel like being photographed. So that's my cat update. Sorry, Erica.
That's tragic.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Darren, you're-
Skeletor bit the dust.
R.I.P. Skeletor.
Yeah, big time.
No.
You're wrong. Cat died.
Bye.
All right, on
Darren,
that
take
note,
care.
bye, Darren.
bye everyone.
Bye.
I have a cat, Erica, but I've had him for 6 years, and he loves Jason more than he'll ever love me. So I can't guarantee he'll appear. But picture in your mind a slightly fat black house cat, and that's it.
I have seen Small Panther, and I love him.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised though that there's
Neat.
a cat that loves Jason because I know how Jason feels about cats. So you think that most cats would be like,
He
I'm
loves
not
cats.
wasting my time on this guy.
Jason loves cats.
I have never seen Jason snuggle a cat. I have seen him speak very matter-of-factly to a cat.
Oh, he snuggles the cat. The cat sleeps next to Jason's pillow every night, and they like stare at each other. It's disgusting, honestly. Like I feel
I think it
intrusive
was-
when I'm in the room.
I do believe I think it was a specific cat that Jason didn't get along with, and that cat was psychotic, if I remember correctly.
See, everyone says
and-
it. Like most cats are not psychotic. All of the time. Only sometimes. They're
All
like
right.
humans.
Something nefarious has happened to Wally Goodtimes again.
Oh,
Yeah, take
no.
another smoke break. R.I.P. He's not coming back from this one, boys. He's gone to Narnia. He's out.
It's just poor Wi-Fi. Well,
It's
you know,
right.
it's really fun to be here, Paul. It's good to see you. I'm glad everything's going well with Jason's cat. I'm gonna take off. I love you, Paul, Erica, Katie. It was great to meet you on the show. And,
Great to meet you.
and Doctor, I'll talk to you tomorrow. But have a good one, everyone.
Bye, Chris.
Bye.
All right. I'm surprised that no one called you Dr. Feelgood, Tyler. Just not once in the entire show.
I
I'm
refuse to
Doctor-
call you doctor.
I'm Dr. Feel very bad.
So, Katie, this is your second BattleCOM experience. Tyler, this is your first. Any thoughts? Any final thoughts? Yeah,
We're still on
okay.
air, right?
Yes, we are. We are.
And no.
Katie, Tyler, you both did great. I mean, Katie, you have the advantage of having gotten your first BattleCOM out of the way because the first one is always the scariest one. So now you're coming back and you're like, yes, this is still new and exciting, but also you know what's going on. So yay! I'm really happy that you're back. You did great. Tyler,
I'm really
congratulations.
happy you guys had me back. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think I definitely learned like how to write for it properly after doing it, and also how to like which ones to do first, because there were so many that I didn't get to do that I was like, oh, I didn't realize you don't get to do. And also not to do such a format next time.
But like the format paid off for Walter, so I think it's like you've got to get the right thing.
I mean,
But
I
I
still
will say
I won that one.
Like,
I wrote
that's
several really funny Yoda jokes, and they just all tanked because I saw Iron Man and I went, shit, fuck, second round, shit, fuck, and then I couldn't think anymore.
That happens.
The thing is, it's when I'm talking about for a single round, if it's too similar to somebody's choice.
Right.
That's when, if it's different rounds, then it's a different question, so there should be different angles.
I mean,
there's
was
only
about
so many
villains and
angles for
heroes,
like
so-
Iron Man. Like there's only so much.
I feel like I got to side with Katie on this one. It's like Iron Man is a villain. Iron Man is not a villain. Iron Man is a hero. Iron Man is not a hero. Kind of comes out to like basically the same ish.
Sorry, Sean Griffin is saying how to write for it properly. Google Chuck Norris jokes.
I'm flattered.
It was good. I mean, there was also just like a little bit of like Regina George comments in there. I was half expecting you to be like, yeah, you know, one time John Kane wore army pants and flip flops, and now I wear army pants and flip flops. But
Oh God, that's so true.
I had a lot more. Like I would do like 2 or 3 positive ones, and then sprinkle in like a really awful one. And Vivith told me not to do that.
See, what kills me is like seeing John McCain as like a hero. Like,
Yeah, that's kind of why I chose him, because he's such like the whole thing was supposed to be like over the top, patriotic in a toxic way.
I feel like coming from an American perspective, which is objectively the worst perspective, like I think John McCain arguably has done heroic things, like the whole actually going to war. So I think, I don't know. There are definitely bigger assholes.
No, the thing is, because I don't try to edit too much other than the similarities in a single battlefield. I don't try to edit what people are going for. But at the same time, the show is targeted towards the geeks.
Yeah.
And so I was expecting when I was saying patriotic superheroes that people would choose like Captain America.
I thought someone would choose that, so I'm not going for the obvious one. I'm going for the guy that fought Captain America. You know?
That's true. I mean, there is nothing more American than just like pure capitalism and wanting to build robots for yourself. So I see
And
where Katie's
narcissism and generational wealth and like I don't have to share these. Like that's so American.
Yeah, I
And
guess
then
that's why
just
I'm
bowing
in the
down
world.
and licking the boot when they tell you to, that is the most American thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I think we're going to call it.
Yeah, I don't think Walter's coming back, you guys. I was making a joke about Narnia, but I'm actually a little concerned. Do any of you have his number? Can you check in on him?
No, I'm sure he's fine.
His wife and his children will take care of him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine. He just wanted to go to bed. I'm sure.
Yeah, he's fast asleep right now. I
He
guarantee
just
it.
pieced
In
out.
the
He's
same
okay.
chair, just fast asleep. I hope he at least stubbed out the joint first because that curtain looked flammable.
And on that note,
Yeah, there we go. So if you're hearing alarms in NDG,
well,
all right. What do we're going? Sharesies is the worst.
going sharesies is the worst. Sean knows this now that he lives in America.
I'm an only child. I can confirm. We hate sharing.
I got it all. I was the youngest of 5. I got all everything once it was worn out. Hand me downs, yay!
Yay!
My sister's braces didn't fit well. We're taking off at this point. Thank you everybody who tuned in. Please subscribe. Encourage your friends to subscribe. We'll be back on May 31st with the next episode of BattleCOM. Cheers.
Good night, everybody.